You are now watching Digital Online Showcase.
Yeah, DOS, we back. I got some good people for me. Good people with me this evening. Yeah, you know the vibes. Am I starting it off? Yeah. Listen, it's been a long day, but no Valentine. But I don't really care. I don't need a Valentine. I get money. I don't really need one. And if she tripping, I'm about to get a new one. They call me SQUIZZY Taylor. I be in these like an elevator, cause I'm always on the way up. Keep it rolled up. I'm lying, I don't smoke, but I keep it on tuck. I don't know what to say though. SQUIZZY Taylor, I wasn't ready for the radio. But I'm ready for the club. Talk to me nice, so it's about to be a I don't really know.
What we got?
What we got?
James West.
Yeah.
Listen.
Okay.
Look, I'm blessed like I choose. Say you need it, I got you. $1 million worth of game. Don't ever let nothing stop you. Really real statement. Haters gonna have they face bitten. I'm murdering this booth like Rap City in the basement. Make dollars that make sense. And nieces them grown man bars. Go find somebody to play with. Made my own table. I ain't worried about where they sit. Ain't rapped in a minute. This is just back to the basics.
Oh, okay, we rapping today.
Oh, he's rapping.
We rapping today.
What's up, FL? We got the food chain in the building. Oh, you want to go after me?
I'll go after you.
Oh, you want to go after me? Okay. It's Toner, right? Hey, we here on the DOS Showcase. I got my Eskimo hat for the snowflakes. Your girl kinda cute, but she ain't got no case. I'm coming in first, but this ain't no race. Yeah, I'm the number one. You can call me the under one. Yeah, I'm the other one. Hold on, I'ma win. Call that another one. You can call me Khaled, but I don't sing, and I don't make ballads. I got a king, you got a pallet. I used to have a mallet, but I grew my locks out. I threw my rocks out. I blew my socks out. And now I'm balling. Hold on, somebody's calling. Yeah. What's up, FL? What's up, Phil?
Yeah.
What's up, FL?
What's happening, man? What's up with it? What's up with it, man?
Talk about it.
Yo, what's up, Phil? YGAM shit, food chain, the district, you know what it is, man.
Hey.
We're gonna catch that beat real quick. Try to run back.
That's a Mike Coast beat.
Yeah, shout out to my guy Mike Coast,
And that's
food
a
chain
Mike Coast
brethren.
beat.
Yeah, hey. I'm from the city of the snow. The skinny years, my city is unknown. But if Sadiddy what you thinking, I'm thinking that you're thinking really slow. Superstars be getting bodied, bottles be getting thrown. I wrote this on the road, but I bring home into the mix when I be getting in my zone. Cause I just know that we the shit. We don't represent no coast when we own the fuses lit. Bitch, we all about to blow. I know you seen all of that press. T-1, we lifted off into the blogosphere. And thought we broke the ceiling, not knowing the top was tier. I focused in on my soul within just to block the fear. And overcame it, I can't explain how we got here. I hear them shots, so indirect, need to aim better. Your ignorance is equaling you a lame nigga. I'm on point. I got the change, nigga. You got the game sold up. Well, all I came with is scissors. Yeah, it's that film, man.
Ooh.
It's that film, man.
This might be the hardest one. We're going to a video right now. One of my homie SB Surfs Up. This one is called Mode. Yeah.
We gotta get the contract back from the money man on this side. He over there, we need to catch him. And we're gonna catch the damn man right up in the center here. He over there around 3:30. I know we can get him. We gotta get him while we can. Y'all ready? All right, these are for y'all.
I'm back in my mode again. I'm back in my mode again. I'm back in my bag again. Back on my shit, about to kill him. Back in the kitchen, about to whiz. Fucking one time, a nice beach. Cost a lot of money for the feature. My fucking bitch, my sneakers. Fought it on my hip like a beeper. All these diamonds in my rear watch. Still fucking hoes off the TikTok. My fucking bitch in my flip flops. Beat the pussy up like a D-box. Fucking one time, a nice beach. Cost a lot of money for the feature. My fucking bitch, my sneakers. Falling on my hip like a beeper. All these diamonds in my rewatch. Still fucking hoes off the TikTok. My fucking bitch in my flip flops. Beat the pussy up like a beatbox. Drop phone ringing out the hook. I can read a bitch like a book. She ain't coming home, she took. Backseat slapping on the butt. All these diamonds they drippin', ain't it? Lips of hustle blue, she crippin', ain't it? I'm the captain of the ship. Day curl bustin' on the lip. Mirror grill the bottom, now I'm dunking on them. Lot of toe stepping, now I'm walking on them. Push pull up, yeah, I'm flexing on them. Something like a god, how I'm blessing on them. Something like a pimp without the limb. Y'all some peewees, y'all scrimps. My diamond shining real hard. Yeah, y'all shaking looking real dim. Got a lot of ink like a pen. Y'all niggas who never win. Tired of these niggas like the white folks. Not saving hoes with no hero. Doing on the scam like the Lego. Take a nigga shit like I'm Debo. Y'all nigga cool with being zeros. Snatch a bitch up, that's a repo. Fucking one time, nice beach. Cost a lot of money for the feature. My fucking bitch, my sneakers. Falling on my hip like a beeper. All these diamonds in my rewatch. Still fucking hoes off the TikTok. My fucking bitch in my flip flops. Beat the pussy up like a beatbox. Fucking one time, nice beach. Cost a lot of money for the feature. My fucking bitch, my sneakers. Falling on my hip like a beeper. All these diamonds in my rewatch. Still fucking hoes off the TikTok. My fucking bitch in my flip flops. Beat the pussy up like a beatbox. I'm back in my mode. I'm back in my mode. I'm back in my bag again. Back on my shit, about to kill it. Back in the kitchen, about to whip. Kicking my flay, let it get Fucking one time, nice beach. Cost a lot of money for the feature. My fucking bitch, my sneakers. Falling on my hip like a beeper. All these diamonds in my rewatch. Still fucking hoes off the TikTok. My fucking bitch in my flip flops. Beat the pussy up like a beatbox. Fucking one time, nice beach. Cost a lot of money for the feature. My fucking bitch, my sneakers. Falling on my hip like a beeper. All these diamonds in my rewatch. Still fucking hoes off the TikTok. My fucking bitch in my flip flops. Beat the pussy up like a beatbox.
Yeah. The DOS, we are back. What episode we on?
4.
Episode 4.
Season 3.
Season 3.
Season 3.
I am Squizzy Taylor with the legendary DJ KTONE.
Yeah.
How you feeling, my brother?
Good.
Yeah?
How you been?
I'm good, man. I can't complain.
How was the week?
Oh, wonderful. Busy, but it was wonderful, man. I got a lot of work done.
You stay busy though.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's gonna pay off. How
Ain't no
about
wrong
you?
with that.
Yeah.
Same thing. Gearing up for birthday bash.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You ready?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
You getting there?
Getting there.
When
I'm
you,
ready though.
when you dropping the details?
Tomorrow.
Oh,
Tomorrow.
shit.
We're
So
gonna
you
drop
is
some
ready.
details tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. We're ready.
Yeah. I'm ready too.
We started a little late this year, man. I didn't know if we was gonna do it, but
Yeah.
we rocking.
Yeah. Seems like things is getting back to normal just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
The city opening up a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little better.
We on the way.
Definitely.
Well, to start the show, we always start off by thanking our sponsors. So, with no further ado, shout out to the Gold Boys 5535 West Colfax. Shout out to them for your best CBD products. If you need studio time, they got dope clothes, some of the dopest clothes in the city. Shout out to the Gold Boys, man. Make sure you go over there and shop with them.
Yeah.
Shout out to
GBL.
GBL.
Busy living.
Yeah, I was trying
headquarters.
to say that. Shout out to GBL headquarters, man. Make sure if you need some studio time, book with GBL. If you need photo shoots, book with GBL. If you need a tattoo, book with GBL. If you need some clothing getting done, you need some, screen printing, book with GBL as well. And tell them KTONE and SQUIZZY sent you and they gonna hook it up. You did. And shout out to AHRR Network for making all this possible and giving us the platform and a voice to be able to talk to y'all, look as good as we do, and black people have a way to communicate and talk about the things we need to talk about and hear this music.
Definitely. And we definitely appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, all that on YouTube, on the AHRR Network. Support them.
Yeah.
And share that.
Share the link.
And I think we need to introduce our guests, man. We got some dope guests.
We got some dope, legendary guests.
Yeah, man.
Like, I always say legendary, but we actually really got some legendary guests this evening.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. We're gonna start to the left.
They've
right?
done a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really even know how to properly introduce this man, but he's a part of the food chain. Done a whole lot in the city, man, musically. Yeah. And lately, man, been going crazy on the production.
Man, I think
a lot of the music that you've been hearing.
He was producer of the year on the Celebrate Life Awards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. On
so
Christmas.
it's like the Grammys.
Yeah, like Grammys.
Yeah.
Turf Grammys.
Yeah, you know.
Been going crazy on the beach lately.
Man.
Y'all give it up for my brother Mike Coates.
Yes, sir.
Mike Coates in the building.
Welcome to the show, my brother.
Happy to be here.
Keep going.
To his right, another member of the food chain. I don't think he gets halfway enough credit than he deserves, man. He did a lot for the culture musically here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And still doing a lot with the engineering. You know what I'm saying?
As you just seen, he still got them bars though.
Still crazy.
Still got them bars.
But you know, he's been doing like major engineering, man. If you listen to a lot of the records, man, and you like, man, that sounds so good. Yeah, that came from YGAM.
You did.
Because of our brother FL. Y'all give it up for FL one time.
Welcome to the show, my brother.
Yeah, appreciate it. And to the far right, brother has some bars. I didn't even know he came ready.
He came
bro.
ready.
He came with it.
He might have a new career.
Yeah. Author, business consultant. You know what I mean? We're gonna learn a lot more about him tonight.
Life coach.
We're gonna learn a whole lot more about him tonight. Very influential in the city. Y'all give it up for James West.
Yes, indeed.
We're gonna talk about some things tonight, man. We got some good dialogue, fellas. We appreciate y'all coming. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
We're gonna learn a little bit more about y'all in a minute. But what we do here on the Digital Online Showcase, we like to get to the music first. So really, the showcase was built on music and critiquing artist music, not just from the city, but you know, just from around the country. We get submissions and we critique the music and put our ear on it, and y'all gonna help us do that tonight.
Honest opinion.
Yeah, honest opinion.
Honest opinions. And if you are an artist and you're watching this before we start, and you want to submit to us, it is digitalonlineshowcase@gmail.com with a $10 cash app to $SQUIZZY Taylor. And as you just seen when we played a video, if you want your video played here, it's the same email and it's a $20 cash app to SQUIZZY Taylor. Take advantage of it. But with no further ado, let's get to the music. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Up first, we got Used To. This is Dub featuring AK. Used To.
Yourself up off these streets, ain't no rewind. I had to do it for myself and for my son. I can't rely on someone else for my peace of mind. Just a couple niggas dressed in all black like these. Try to stop what niggas doing, you gon' rest in peace. But that money only goes so far, it will decrease. Then you'll need to get your dough up so the cycle repeats. Then there comes the police talking 30 B&E. You're a minor, they charge you as an adult for these. To the lawyer and she finds a technicality. Drive-by identification is illegal. Luckily for you, dismissed, it's through. Next move, Full Sail, Florida, for school. God worked a miracle, open doors for you. Sink or swim, or you can go back to that old shit. I used to hit licks, now I make a beat for 5 minutes. If I fuck with you, then on me, you can get to play a plan. I used to get drunk, fucking with thoughts, ain't give a damn. Now I conduct business with real women who got Niggas snitch, you know immunity. We ain't good with math, but we know division amongst our community. I wanna go big, but I ain't tryna have them people ruin me. I put a play together to catapult me to the moon. In due time you will see so much shit going on. How do I stay put mentally? Give a fuck about how you feel. Bitch, I been getting me. Killing them with fashion, this is first degree. From the cradle to the grave, sis gon' have to carry me. I do it all for my family. Talking to my pops, he said bring home the Grammy. But I don't want the fame, I'm trying to keep the bag like a traveling man. I cover the lands as far as my mind can think. Therefore, nothing's out of reach. My people's lives going for cheap. They'll kill you for a G. It used to be, better not step on my sneaks, or I'ma up this bitch and watch you leave. It's up there. I used to hit licks, now I make a beat for 5 bands. If I fuck with you, then homie, you can get the player plan. I used to get drunk, fucking with thoughts, ain't give a damn. Now I conduct business with real women who got a plan. I used to tell a chick I love her, then never call her again. Molly, coke, and weed on the table, we going in. Now it's 20s, 50s, 100s on the table at the crib. While my son playing Nintendo, eating no steak and shrimp.
Where I want to start, Mike. What you think about that? Let's start with Mike Coates.
Honestly, I thought it was okay. I mean, it felt like kind of like an album record. Kind of like it didn't sound like a single per se, but the recording quality was on point. I thought it was a little long, but well, it was decent.
Okay, FL, what you think, brother?
I'm kind of feeling the same way Coach do. Song's okay. I didn't care for the flow of the second artist on there. He could have came a little bit different. I know Dub made that beat. I think that's dope.
Okay.
And I thought like the story that Dub told was dope too. You know what I'm saying? He put together like a whole story in his verse, so I like that.
Okay. Mr. James, what you think, brother?
I dug the beat. The first dude that rap didn't really catch my attention, but the second dude, I felt like his bars hit a little harder for me. Okay. And that's always a matter of preference, you know what I mean? But yeah, like everybody said, I think it's an album cut. It's all right.
Okay. Tone?
I agree with the second verse didn't get it for me. I think they left that off. Yeah. But the beat was the most catchiest part of the song for me. I don't even know where I would play. Like I probably wouldn't play it again. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That would be a one and done for me, honestly. But it was okay. I mean, it's not like trash, but it was just mediocre.
Okay. All right, let's keep it lit. It was a no for me. I had to leave that bitch alone to get my mind right. I like that part. I forgot who said that. But I like that. Is that Wayne? I think that's Wayne. No? It might be. I think it's Wayne. But I like that part, but outside of that, like I think what Coach said when he said it's an album cut, there was nothing about it that was super exciting to make me want to continue to hear it and hear it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a hit record to me. You know,
cut that thing short.
Yeah, it was definitely long as hell too. I started talking about other shit. Like you know what I'm saying? I lost attention on it because it was very long. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them though. Dub featuring 8K. That record is Juice 2. Also, if you are watching, please leave your feedback in the comments, man. We want to know what y'all think as well. Your opinion is so much more important than ours. And if you do hear something that you like, support these artists. That's what this is about. So please support the artists. Up next, this is Mid Official. This record is called Get Money, produced by High Sight.
It's Mid. And I'm fucking with
Eyesight.
ENH, nigga. Fourth quarter in the overtime. What up, Rex? Get money, my nigga, get money, go. Get money, my nigga, get money, go ahead. Get money, my nigga, get money, go. Get money, my nigga, get money, go ahead. Get money, my nigga, get money, go. Get money, my nigga, get money, go ahead. Get money. money, my nigga, get money, go. Get money, my nigga, get money. I'm turned up like the volume, for real. Hell, I have to calm down, I need a volume. In this bitch acting wild as fuck, about to get to the money, watch me pile it up. Yeah, on a mission, ain't talking about tortilla chips. To get the bag is the only time you see me dip. Attack the streets when I'm asking for cheese. There ain't no asking her please, I'm just grabbing my keys. Yeah, so give me mine, cause I need it like pronto. Got to keep the lights on at the condo. Put gas up in the whip and keep it running right. And if the game's too cold, you can go inside. I did the cash for the money, you can run it high. But when I grab it, it's the rap, yeah, it's gonna be mine. You could take the fame, I'd rather make the change. Make the change, but don't change, I'ma stay the same. Get money, my nigga, get money, go. Get money, my nigga, get money, go ahead. Get money, my nigga, get money, go. Get money, my nigga, get money, go ahead. Get money, my nigga, get money, go. Get money, my nigga, get money, go ahead. Get money, my nigga, get money, go. Get money, my nigga, get money, go ahead. All my niggas stay focused on the bag. Get crazy guap, go local for the cash. Think about being broke in the pad. Oh, pot the piss and let alone had a pad. That's why we tryna go hard the way we does. Counting dust, spending money in the club. Before you keep it, make sure it's all in order, K. Gotta know the play way before you orchestrate. Make the bread, cause the bread won't make itself. Before you try to check me, better check yourself. That's in a row, I ain't messing with you bird niggas. I'm in the street, so why worry about a curb, nigga? Trying to preach in, yeah, you got some nerve, nigga. Before you teach, make sure you know the word, nigga. Yeah, for sure, you fucking with a go-getter. And for some dough, then you know I'ma go get the. Get money, my nigga, get money, go. Get money, my nigga, get money, go ahead. Get money, my nigga, get money, go. Get money, my nigga, get money, go ahead. Get money, my nigga, get money, go. Get money, my nigga, get money, go ahead. Get money, my nigga, get money, go. Get money, my nigga, get money, go ahead.
Get money, my nigga, get money. Mid official. Get money. Get money mid official. Tone, what you think, bro? This is bothering me.
No, I wasn't rocking with that, man. It sounded real local. Nothing about it sounded just. I mean, I agree with the hook. Get money. That's what we need to do. But I wasn't rocking with that.
Yeah.
I think it needs better everything, and I didn't like the beat. I think the beat was low quality. I just think, I mean, it just sounded old. You know what I'm saying? It's just my opinion. Yeah. I want to hear some, you know, I wouldn't mind hearing something else from him, though, but that just wasn't the one.
I think that song is, I don't want to put it like that, but it's the poster boy of sounding local. It sounded like a record that him and his homeboys is gonna ride around and give money to, but nothing about it would make somebody who doesn't know them want to listen to that record. You feel what I'm saying? But to his defense, that's gonna bother me. But to his defense, I think that record would work hella good at a show. If it was cracking, yeah. That's some shit, you know, nigga, crowds in the audience be easy, nigga. If you got some shit they can keep saying over and over, that motherfucker's gonna work. But overall, I didn't like it at all. FL, what you think, brother?
I agree with what you said about it working at a show.
Yeah.
It would work at a show.
It would work at a
type
fucking
of
show.
energy.
Yeah.
I definitely needs to be recorded in the studio. I could tell that was a home studio setup. It just, to me, just sounded dated. Like it's something that a few years ago might have rocked a little harder than it would now.
Facts.
You tell the artists know how to rap. Just gotta come with harder content. You know what I'm saying? Be a little bit more thoughtful.
Mike, what you think?
I mean, it was the same. You know, the mix stood out to me the most. Even if like the beat is like real 2000 sounding, real turfy-ish, with the great mix, with the right engineer, it can make it sound a whole lot fuller. So because it didn't, it sounded like 6th and Potomac. You know what I'm saying?
6th and Potomac.
Right.
I feel that. James, what you think?
Yeah, I wasn't rocking with that one. Like, I almost felt like somebody was gonna say Blueface, baby, at any time, you know. That, like, I feel like I'd like to hear something else from him because I feel like he might could rap, you know, but that ain't it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right. Well, shout out Mid Official. Get money if you did like that. I can read a couple of the comments. Shout out DJ Blackout checked in with us. He said, holla, send him to Mike Coates to make a new beat, throw the whole song away. I told you test tube. I don't know what that means. What's test tube babies? What's that?
Oh, come on, man.
You showing your age, man.
Oh. I don't know. Somebody said, I don't know. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's keep it going, though. Shit, my bad. I don't know what that means.
Mid Official. What's his name? Mid Official?
Mid Official, get money.
Mid Official, get money. See something else, man. Let's see something else, man. Let's try something else.
All right, up next, we got a video, actually.
Okay.
Aladane, this one is called Rowdy Ones. We're going to go to the video right now. Aladane, Rowdy Ones. Let me know what you think right now, live on the DOS.
Arrows run it up.
Look, I'ma tell you if you don't know, then you better ask somebody. Cause they come in, they just not gon' wait no probably. And I seen her, and I'm tryna fall with shawty. And the function, we just tryna get it rowdy. I'm with the vintage of the rowdy ones. 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 I'm with the rowdy one, the vintage of whatever you call it. No longer cool with certain niggas, had to get them a wallet. They blowing back on the designer just to not get acknowledged. Like if they could, they sell their soul away like it's up for auction. When I think shit is going bad for me, I took a look at y'all. Try to tell her only get a piece, but she wanted it all. And that's the reason that I don't compete with certain ones at all. Cause they try to take my energy and I came here to ball. I don't think that you could do what I do, yeah, I doubt it. Tell me I'm wavy, but I come from where there's mountains. Shout out to A Boogie, really feel like I've been drowning. And if he's on his high horse, then I swear we look, I'ma tell you if you don't know, then you better ask somebody. Cause they come in, they just not gon' wait no probably. And I seen her, now I'm tryna fall with shawty. And the function, we just tryna get it rowdy. I'm with the vintage of the rowdy ones. I'm with the vintage of the rowdy ones. I'm with the vintage of the rowdy ones. I'm with the vintage of the rowdy. Don't even talk to many niggas cause we cannot relate. When I go home it's just like 3 of them that's in my estate. She not halal, I do not win her cause she stay with the Jakes. My niggas where they only come out if there is higher stakes. All I sell are people, but when you're in the end I for myself. Pay attention when they hate because they ain't loving themselves. When it's time to violate, I swear I really get compelled. Evil nigga with no class where I never got expelled. But I'm in a whole different mode, this like intricate control. They think they wearing me out, whole time so I never fold. This feel just like the Olympics, I'm getting glory and gold. I'm moving on to the better. Look, I'ma tell you if you don't know, then you better ask somebody. Cause they come in, they just not gon' wait no probably. And I seen her, now I'm tryna fall with shawty. And the function, we just tryna get it rowdy. I'm with the vintage of the rowdy ones. I'm with the vintage of the rowdy ones. I'm with the vintage of the rowdy ones. I'm with the vintage of the rowdy ones.
Aladane Rowdy Ones with the visuals.
Okay.
With the visuals. I actually kinda like that, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I like that. I thought it was dope. The visuals definitely made it doper, but I'm a fan of that. It has some energy. It was catchy to me. And I liked it. I like young energy, so I liked it.
Yeah. I think it was live. I like the vocals. I like how he was writing it. I like the beat. I definitely want to hear it loud. I want to hear it a couple more times, man. I think I could do something with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could play that.
Yeah,
I could play that. I really think I can play that.
And I like their visuals too, man. I like, it wasn't too much. They wasn't doing too much.
Mm-hmm.
But the video looked clean.
Yeah.
Aladane, never heard of him, man, but I'm fooling with that.
Okay.
For sure.
James, what you think? Let's start the other way.
Yeah, I rock with that one.
Okay.
Like you said, the energy picked up for me. Like videos, I'm picky though. Like if I done seen that video 100 times before.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But the song, I rocks with that. Like I put that on some speakers.
You just wanted more from the video. Yeah. You wanted more from the video? That what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. FL, what you think?
I thought the production of the song was way better. It was high quality beat as well. I like what dude was doing with his auto tune. You know, his melody was on point. Hook was good. I could hear it getting spins like in a club or a bar or something like that. I feel like bro does though about the video. The video was dope for what it was, but that song deserved a better video to me.
They went to the mountains.
It's just about like the
niggas don't go to the mountains.
It's like a song being mixed. You want your video edited as it got to be edited a certain way for it to really take off to me.
All right. Mike, what you think?
Same thing. Song was catchy. Song sounded really good. Like they were thoughtful about the mix. Video's the same. You know, we've seen that video so many times. Like if you had your man take a little piece of that stack of bread that he was flashing in the camera and put it in the hands of like a true videographer, man. The quality of that, just with some thoughtfulness about, you know, the shots. Some of the shots were actually really good, but just being able to like piece it all together a little bit more thoughtful in the video, it would have. Even most people were saying that the video made it feel better. You know what I'm saying? So we're close.
That's why I thought I liked the video, because it did to me. It made me feel better. I'm like, okay, these niggas went to the mountains. They really believe. That's when I seen that they went to the mountains. Like, oh, they really believe in this song. Niggas drove all the way up there for a video. Okay, you didn't just go downtown and hop in the car. So I'm like, okay, y'all believe in this. Y'all, they tried. You feel what I'm saying?
Sure.
So that I actually like the video. That's just me though, and I liked when he was sitting outside the car with his homies. You know what I'm saying? When it was riding, that was hard. That was some shit I'd do.
Have them kids reach out to me.
Okay.
For sure.
Aladane, you heard it.
What they saying in the
Mike
comments?
Coates. In the comments, we got, that was tight. I like it because of the creativity of the video. The visuals make it better. First 15 seconds had me locked in. Hook is catchy and clean. His vocals are great. These kids have talent. Come see us at Get Busy Living Studios. I give it about a 6.5. So yeah.
Okay.
I liked it though.
I love that.
Kids.
Let's remember to not compare songs to the songs we've heard before. You know what I'm saying? Give everybody a fair shot and compare it to what you played. You feel what I'm saying? Not, okay, this is the best shit. Everything else been weak as fuck today, so I'm going to say this is good. It all could be weak, or it all could be good. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, we want to keep that in mind. All right. Up next, Ant the Artist. Ant the Artist. This record is called Neon Smoke. Ant the Artist, Neon Smoke. Let's do it.
Hold up, who want the smoke? I lit so many candles, it's like I'm broke. These cats really creepy, and they fucking with me. Extended clip with me, scope aiming. Hold up, who want the smoke? I lit so many candles, it's like I'm broke. These cats really creepy, and they fucking with me. Extended clip with me, scope aiming. Yeah, I got the envy, Ben Stiller sent me. Shoot the horse, let me. What did a Porsche let me? I done made it out the hood, and I'm still running. Laguna Shore, I live where I raise my youngin'. From the bricks to hills, I'm feeling Hollywood. Sign another deal, advance more funds. Chick fire, the storm man couldn't put out. Fancy stuck up with glasses, now she putting out. Come on, dance for your boy, she the rain man. Hit the pole, came down, cliche rain dance. Not the one to trick off, but man, I'm having fun. Space cadet, no tickets, need a +1. At the top, lonely, only place you know me. In the game exposing, man, my mind exploding. Achilles heel, I did this shit in 6 months. No wonder haters is stacking up while I'm stacking funds. And no mini, no finicky when you're picking one. I got 5 for days and now you're catching one. Hold up, who want the smoke? I lit so many candles, it's like I'm broke. These cats really creepy, and they fucking with me. Extended clip with me, scope ain't envy. Hold up, who want the smoke? I lit so many candles, it's like I'm broke. Man, I'm broke, can't cope, punch 'em off spur. Thought I was tipsy, drink whiskey up on the last serve. This my last term, put my last nickel on it. Nickel plated with diamonds, sort of throw set up on it. Hefty weight, but your boy kinda like it here. Heavyweight, now I'm boxing with dudes I fear. And hold up, which one of you want the smoke? Niggas puffing on fear, now take a talk. Hold up, who want want the smoke? I lit so many candles, it's like I'm broke. These cats really creepy, and they fucking with me. Extended clip with me, scope aim and be. Hold up, who want the smoke? I lit so many candles, it's like I'm broke. These cats really creepy, and they fucking with me. Extended clip with me, scope aim.
And the artist that's called Neon Smoke. Hold up. Who want the smoke? James, what you think, brother? Young, get the light, young.
That ain't my stilo. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Hold up. Who wants to smoke? That don't do it for me.
Okay.
But I mean, I feel like dude could rap. I just feel like he was in a different vein than I would listen to.
Okay. Mike Coates, let's go in a different order.
He said, lit so many candles.
I thought I was poked.
Oh, man.
Ooh, that's a bar.
It's no bars.
Okay.
Negative bars. I mean, okay. I thought it was trash, bro.
Okay. It wasn't
trash.
All right, FL, what you think, brother?
As an engineer, I see so much different types of music. Okay. I think that he could rap for one.
Okay.
The quality was good. Mm-hmm. Could have been a little bit better, but it actually sounded pretty decent. I feel like fans of like Tech Nine, Strange Music, Brother Lynch,
E40.
That's. I don't even think that's really E40, but
yeah, thank you.
Everybody else though, that's he could definitely have a crowd that'll forward.
If you're shooting a video with like a bed full of nails and shit, and you're like,
right,
candle juice drizzling down all over your body,
candle wax dripping down the candle.
I thought that was a bar. There's so many candles. I thought I was poor. Think about that. That's hard. Like the lights ain't work. That's like a triple entendre or something, ain't it? Yeah. No?
Sure.
I like I say every time I hear Ant the Artist, the nigga could be making a lot of money because there is absolutely a lane. And I come on here and tell you how terrible certain rappers are that are super big millionaires, like Tech Nine to me. I know you like them and that's your vibe and all that. And I think, but they make so much money, it's hard for me to hate on them or be like, that shit weak. It's just not for me. You feel what I'm saying? If he found that same fan base, which is in Denver, Tech Nine goddamn headline Summer Jam and had it going dummy with all type of music I would never ever listen to. You feel what I'm saying? So I definitely think that it's a lane, and you know, I don't know. What you think, Tom?
I like how that beat flipped up in the middle.
Mm-hmm. That's all you got?
Yeah, I didn't get it. I just didn't get it. I didn't get it, man. I mean,
but there's lots of white people that will.
Yeah.
So
independently,
get your shit mixed right, and
it's definitely that group. So we need to figure out for Ant. We need to figure out how to get him in that
type of audience,
that crowd, and that audience.
Yeah.
So,
one thing about Ant the Artist, he's consistent though, and he's getting from the first time he came on here, you could tell his mixing has gotten way better. Yeah. I think he's going to GBL now. I think he's rocking with Rods over there. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He consistent. It's been a week, y'all, that he hasn't sent some music, and it's gotten better. He has his own sound. You know what I'm saying?
There's some I like better than others. There's a couple I like definitely for sure better than this.
Yeah.
But I
think that says something about his commitment to it though. Yeah. Keep sending them records in there.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, it's definitely lame. We gotta get him in front of that particular audience.
Yeah.
You know, what he's doing.
They said I'm gullible. Negative bars. Okay, the comments ain't too positive. Oh, the vibe was Strange Music. That's Tech Nine in them, right? Yeah. Got that record label vibe, Neon Smoke. Okay. Some people's rocking with it, some ain't. You know, it's up and down for that. Shout out Ant the Artist, Neon Smoke, if that is your vibe with it. Okay, up next. I don't know how to say it. Imogene. Okay, Imogene. This song is called Watchers. Imogene. Let's do it right now, live on the DOS.
It's Adrian, right? Why do people just lurk on your page like that? I don't know. They just watch us.
About to stay queen in this motherfucking shit. Motherfuckers here, they be on my fucking dick. They be nodding to my shit that they mugging press skip. All these people here in the box on tip. Everyone around just be on my fucking click. Yappers talking sounds, only thing about his lips. Like I move from the ground to the sky, talking hips. A couple shorties doing town, finna strong round. If you really with the rounds, we gon' put it down. I done picked up some stats from the dick, took a pack, made it more than half for the kid. Back then with my nigga, it was half who was good. Wasn't making too much, but the fact that it did just enough to get me by with the action to hit. But I knew I needed more, I didn't have to repay. The bitches in the box just watch hers. And my jeans so clean, I'ma wash her. Act tough, it's cool, I can squash her. Chop it up and I'll feed it to my boxers. I'm a lover, but I'll fuck around and box first. About that action, I don't really be a talker. You really feel it must be something in the water. I'm about to bread, but you don't got enough to offer. He like my sound, he like the way I'm giving topper. Somebody's daughter, but I fuck somebody's daughter. I got the magic, yeah, I'm talking Harry Potter. I have to block him cause he turned into a collar. I rep my collar and get dollars, you can holler. I bet you still roll around the Impala. I bet none of you bitches got dollars. You niggas fraud, you bitches imposters.
Emma Jean Watchers. That was quick, straight to the point. Emma Jean. That song's called Watchers. KTONE, what you think?
At first I was a little skeptical, but I actually think she could probably bust if she was busting. She was busting. I don't necessarily particularly maybe like that mix, but I might want to hear on something else.
Okay.
Something else. I think she could probably pen something. She was spitting. Yep. I don't really know if I care too much for that particular song though. But I like her flow.
All right. FL, what you think?
I'm kind of middle of the road on this one. Like I wasn't necessarily. I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think it was great. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. She wasn't really saying nothing too like nothing stand out. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I like her name though. Quality was decent. I think that if she put a little more thought into her bars, just came a little harder, she could really do something. You know what I'm saying? There's a need for female artists right now, and she's got to learn how to stand out from the pack.
Absolutely. Mike?
Yeah, we need more female artists, hands down. I thought she sounded decent, but I'd like to hear some more stuff, see what her range is.
James?
I liked her voice, and the beat was right. She kind of lost me at the beginning of her verse, her first verse, I should say.
Okay.
But I feel like she could really rap though. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? On like in a different like state of mind or different genre, she could probably really like get to it. Mm-hmm. So I would just advise her to keep doing it. That wasn't the one, but keep doing it.
Okay. Emma, how you say it again, Tone?
Emma Jean.
Emma Jean. That record is called Watchers. Emma Jean Watchers. Let's keep it lit. Up next, Richie Benz and Packboy Kedar. Richie Benz and Packboy Kedar. This song is called Trust Myself. Let's go.
Yo, nah, that's what I was talking about.
I don't trust no bitch, but I'ma trust my scale. No, I don't really trust no nigga. I'ma trust these shit. Who's supposed to be a little bitch? Tell me how the fuck you feel. Niggas be on that slimy shit. These niggas don't mean well. I don't want no love. Yeah, this shit is like a drug. Got you feeling for my time. Now you cannot get enough. Yeah, bitch, we supposed to be in love. It's my fault I fucked it up. I lost the words that I was supposed to. The streets got me figured out. Hey, my mama said just don't trust nobody. That's why I'm riding with my pole beside me. They wipe their nose for my soul just let me. And they just gave my nigga 10. I wish those was behind me. Fuck it, I'ma pop the locks. Me my niggas in that jam, I'ma start the clock. Tryna hold on with no evidence, let my niggas ride. I'ma speak on what we never did, stranded on that block. If you say love me, tell me wait on me. Don't be fake on me, I'm very best at pepperoni. Got that I don't trust no bitch, but I'ma trust my scale. No, I don't really trust no nigga, I'ma trust these shit. We supposed to be in a little bitch, so tell me how the fuck you feel. Niggas be on that slimy shit, these niggas don't mean well. I don't want no love, cause that shit is like a drug. Got you fainting for my time. No, you cannot get enough. Yeah, bitch, we supposed to be in love. It's my fault I fucked it up. I lost the ones that I was supposed to. The streets got me fed up.
Richie Bands and Packboy KTONE. Trust myself. I don't trust a bitch. I trust these scales. Is that what he said?
Something like that.
I think that's what he said. What? Huh?
I was gonna say that opening bar, them two opening lines was pretty tough.
Mm-hmm.
I was rocking with that actually.
You like that?
Yeah, I like that. I mean, I like the flow. I like what they were saying. I like, you know, that they was talking about something.
Really?
So yeah, I mean, I think it was cool. I was riding with it.
I don't think they were talking about nothing. I feel like there was a subject matter, and then when they got the rapping, they just rhyming words together. That was just me though. I thought they wouldn't, but that's just me.
Fair.
Mike, what you think?
It was close.
It was close.
I was vibing to that one.
It was close.
But like I was telling that Phil, like he created that sound with a lot of the artists, you know what I'm saying? So like there's just certain things, you know, the devil's in the details when it comes to the mix and the overall like sonic quality. So like that one's missing the mark on just someone like FL that knows how to like tone that auto-tune in a certain way. Because even though they might not be saying anything, like the hook was catchy.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, overall it was decent.
Okay. FL?
I actually like that one a lot.
Okay.
It reminds me of some no cap type shit.
Okay.
Like kind of like the structure and the flow. It reminds me of some no cap shit. I fool with no cap tough. Either like a lot of pain rap or like just like talking about real life situations. I agree with bro, just kind of bringing that auto-tune, just wrangling it in a little bit, cleaning up a little bit. There was on some mixed stuff, there was minor stuff, but it actually did sound pretty good. And I like the hook. Overall, I would play that again.
Nice. Okay. James, what you think?
Yeah, I rock with that one. I rock with that one pretty heavy. I'd like to see a visual for that one and see how creative they get with that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I can see myself riding to that one.
Damn. So I'm off. Okay, I like that. I gotta listen again now because I'm off. Damn. Okay. Right.
Be like that sometimes.
It be like that. I you know, it take a couple times, but you know, I did like that line. So,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I really trust my scale. Like, okay, nigga, that's what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I feel what y'all talking about. Shout out to them, Richie Bands and Packboy KTONE. That record was called Trust Myself. If you did like them, support them. Somebody gave it a 6.5. It's the auto-tune that drowned out the sound. I rocks with that one. Auto-tune was just a little bit heavy. Cool flow, just too much auto-tune. Cool little vibe. I fuck with it. Yeah. You might have something big, fellas. Great guitar riff. Shout out Priest in the building. What's up, Priest? So yeah. All right, let's keep it lit. Up next, we got another video.
Okay.
Loudland and Sid the motherfucking Kid. This one is called Bulletproof. Loudland, Sid the FMF Kid, Bulletproof, live on DOS right now.
My anger sudden like a heart attack. Hold up, I'ma call you back. Just caught these niggas lacking that jack me. I guess they called a flat. I rolled past and double checked. It was them, I double back. Now they RIP post on Instagram, they got double tapped. I lost it all, then hustled back. Almost had to smuggle crack. Turned into a jungle cat. Started eating jungle rats. If I'm riding solo, it mean I'm up to something bad. Do my dirty work alone. The witness, I ain't trusting that. My cousin got a couple stacks. Said he tryna make it last. I can double that with a vacuum sealer and bubble wrap. Trapping, doing jumping jacks, but that's just a humble brag. Duffel bag full of pounds and I'm only bringing money back. I'm a singing ass nigga. but I'm rapping tonight, packing the pipe, killing this beat, stabbing the mic. I'm the complete opposite of the passion of Christ, the disrespectful, degenerate bitch. I'm smacking your wife. The ATF been doing raids, so I'm taxing the price. Ain't nothing nice. I'm used to the droughts, it comes with the life. I made a list of who got hit, and I'm checking it twice. If it's a snitch that's in the mix, I put his body on ice. I can show you what to do. I can show you what to do. I can teach you how to move. I know how to be safe, but nobody bulletproof. I keep my friends to a few. You don't know what people do, but I know how to be safe. But still nobody bulletproof. Ain't nobody bulletproof. Nobody bulletproof. I know how to be safe, but nobody bulletproof. My nigga Turbo like to cut the white and sell it for cheap. My cousin Pooh bringing them pounds, he gets new packs every week. We hustlers serving customers like a Thanksgiving feast. If you don't love us, then fuck you, bitch, we don't need to speak. I'm cracking noggins, bitch, I'm mobbing and I'm only one deep. Except my pistol, that's my bitch, and I swear she a freak. These niggas claim they 10 toes down, let's peek underneath. Can you guess what I see? They don't even got feet. You better send your location if you perpetrating. I don't need my woadies to ride. Bitch, I'm a long way from patient when it comes to payment. So first time you best get it right. Leave that boy head looking vacant. I'm making a statement. I wake up, I'm ready to die. Why these niggas so surprised? I see fear inside their eyes. I shoot till my wrist hurt, call that wrist work. I keep a tight grip on my blick so much I'm getting blisters. I'm not paranoid, you a target when you a winner, but shit get cold like winter. But always just remember, I can show you what to do. I can teach you how to move. I know how to be safe, but nobody bulletproof. I keep my friends to a few. You don't know what people do, but I know how to be safe. But still nobody bulletproof. Bulletproof. Nobody bulletproof. I know how to be safe, but nobody bulletproof.
Loudland and Sid MF Kid. Yeah. That one is called Bulletproof. Yeah. Awesome visual. Yeah. Awesome visual. Awesome visual. What do y'all think? Who want to start? Let's start with James. Let's go down there.
Yeah, I rock with that one. Bruh has some heavy bars. Like, okay. I can actually remember some of the stuff that he said. Nice. The beat was decent to me. That's not my genre of music, but and I ain't never seen that video before. Like, you know what I mean? I like the video a lot.
Okay, going back to what you said earlier. I've seen that video. Yeah, okay. I'm keeping up. FL.
I also was very impressed with the video. The video was super on point, very well thought out. They kept the storyline cohesive throughout the whole thing. Definitely like the artist himself. You can definitely tell he knows what he's doing as an artist. His flow is on point. I do not like the beat at all, though. Not really my cup of tea. I wouldn't probably ever play that record, but you can tell that he's well polished. He knows what he's doing, and so yeah, he can do something with that. I can hear it like on a movie or like a TV series. You know what I'm saying? Like you hear the song in the background type stuff. I hear that type of stuff.
Absolutely. Mike.
Yeah, B sound like some like Macklemore type of shit.
Stole my fucking feedback.
Sorry, man. I really messed with Sid the Kid though. Like a couple years back, I seen him perform at a show, and he like tore his shirt off and jumped in the crowd, and the crowd was going crazy and stuff like that. So like the kid is very, very polished. I think he's from he was from the town for a while and moved somewhere.
Where's he at now?
I think he's like in Ohio or something like that, I heard.
Okay.
But yeah, the beat was subpar. Video was incredible. You know what I'm saying? So
Nice. Tone, you want to add anything?
Yeah, I mean, they pretty much said it all. The video is definitely real dope. And I think he was busting. It's something like they said. I personally wouldn't listen to just playing, but I mean, I could definitely see it on the TV show. Like something just happened and they going out to a commercial. I could see that coming on right there. I think it was dope.
I can hear that on the radio station that I work for.
Yeah.
We play that. I'm gonna leave it at that. But not really. I'm gonna read some of the comments. Not really my vibe, but I fuck with it. Bulletproof definitely vibing. Like the video theme for sure. Good production. I can definitely see that as a video game placement. This video is fire emojis, fire emojis. If the visual wasn't played with the song, I'm not sure if I would rock with it. But the visual definitely made the difference. It's a good record, dope visual. I wonder if they got that sample cleared though. Good question. He definitely has some bars. Yeah, video definitely helps the song out. Bro's different, but got something he could work with. Beat reminds me of a Macklemore beat. So yeah, I like where you're going with it. Loud Land and Sid MF Kid. That one is called Bulletproof.
Yeah.
I think you should send that one to the radio, bro.
Yeah.
They really might play that.
I think you should definitely do something with that, man. Do something
They
with that.
really might play that on, we played the hell out of Macklemore, boy.
Yeah.
They really might, and he won a Grammy. Shit, you feel me? He beat Kendrick Lamar, Drake, Hove.
Right.
You feel me? That lets you know there's a lot of people out there that likes that sound of music.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So, I would send that into the radio, my brother. All right. Let's keep it lit. Couple more. Up next, we have Tanner 10 Birds. Bird Gang, the label. Tanner 10 Birds. This one's called Big Dripper. Big Dripper right now.
Have you ever seen a nigga so deep? Yeah. Have you ever seen a trapper flick wrist? Started from the bottom, but we up right now. Yeah, we up right now. I just pray them people don't rush right now. Don't rush right now, yeah. Have you ever seen a nigga so drip? Yeah. Have you ever seen a 50 ball flip? Started from the bottom, but we up right now. Yeah, we up right now. Rubber band stuff in a bus right now. Yeah, we up right now. Yeah. Hey, we up now, we ain't got next. Big pointers and a chain and a Rolex. Still sideways in a new vet. Still drip designer throwing up the set. Can't believe these niggas started me. I'm a gangster in my soul, in my arteries. 10 toes, nigga never fold. Ops get knocked and the cases get cold. Yeah, something like my wrist game. Bird gang, gelato coming in 6 strains. We count money just to ease the pain. 2-door on 4Gs dripping like rain. And I ain't trying to be the hardest. Bitch, I'm trying to be the richest and the smartest. So the marathon continues. Sign the contracts and sell out the venues. Have you ever seen a nigga so dim? Yeah. Have you ever seen a trapper flick wrist? Started from the bottom, but we up right now. Yeah, we up right now. I just pray the people don't rush right now. Don't rush right now, yeah. Have you ever seen a nigga so drip? Yeah. Have you ever seen a 50 ball flip? Started from the bottom, but we up right now. Yeah, we up right now. Rubber band stuff in a bus right now. Yeah, we up right now. Yeah.
Big Dripper, 10 of 10 Birds, Bird Gang, the label. Big Dripper, he up right now. Tone, what you think, brother?
Man, I like that, man. I actually vibe with that. Okay. I like what Tanner been doing, man. I think Tanner just keeps growing. perfecting his own craft and his own sound. I did hear that recently, and I told him I really wasn't rocking with how he did the auto-tune, the straining part of the auto-tune. I suggested him change that, but he said that's what he was looking for. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really as fond of that portion, that part of the hook. You know what I mean? Maybe it has to grow on me. But overall, man, I think the song is dope, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially what he's talking about. I know it's real. Yeah. You know, a lot of it, we started from the bottom. We up though. You know what I'm saying? I like the vibe. I would. That's something I would probably really ride to though. You know what I mean? I might just turn it down a little bit on that part. But, you know what I'm saying?
All right. I think I started with FL. I ain't started with FL yet. What you think, brother?
I've seen Tana grow so much in like the last year. His bars, everything. So I'm impressed by that. I'm a little bit disappointed in the mix. I've heard Tana sound better. Overall, not even just the auto-tune. The auto-tune was, I think the auto-tune was butchered. I would have cleaned that motherfucker up and made it fire. I could hear what it could be. You know what I'm saying? Just as an engineer, I could hear what it could be. That would have just set the tone for the hook and everything else that he said. Because he really had bars on that thing, everything. And then like the mix itself was just subpar to me too. But overall, I feel like that's a slap. Like he could have a hard ass video and everything.
So you can fix that.
Send me the record, I can fix that.
You feel me?
You hear that? You hear that?
You hear it,
James, what you think?
I fucks with that one. Like music for me a feel, so I can see myself stumbling around doing my little two-step, started from the bottom, but we up, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can see that. So yeah, I fucks with that one heavy.
He on here. He said, "Tell FL I need him to engineer it. Help me." Mike, what you think?
I'm gonna rap with you.
Same thing, man. You know, Tana needs to connect with FL ASAP. He's somebody that I've been checking out for a minute. I definitely want to link with that dude here. So you know what I'm saying. So Tana, let's do something because that was dope. It's all in the devil's in the details. So you gotta have it in the hands of somebody who's gonna be able to draw out like what you're looking to do. And this guy is the greatest of all time to be able to do those kinds of things. So
Talk about it. I think that song got potential to be dope as hell.
Super fast.
It's not. So when I was listening to it, maybe because of the auto-tune, I didn't want to say I didn't like it because if you put that exact same song and it was Young Thug singing it, that should have go dummy. You feel what I'm saying? It would have went dummy. So I'm like, okay, it's just something in how he doing it, but every lyric, everything he's saying, the parts is catchy, everything is there. It's just like, what is it? And it might, since y'all the engineers, y'all know exactly what it is, but as a DJ, I'm like, it's close, but it ain't, you know what I'm saying? It's something, but it ain't that. But the lyrics is there, but it just needs some work though. Yeah, right. But I definitely would not give up on that song.
That's gonna go.
That's crazy.
Like I told, I got them engineer ears too now. I told them, man, it's something right there.
It's right there.
You got to just
the beat hard. That bitch could be.
Just send it to FL, man. Just go to FL, man. He gonna fix it, man.
All right, let me read some comments. Where we at? Somebody said what's up to Mike Coates. Bang Coach said what up, Mike Coates. That shit was hard. Auto-tune needs to be turned down a little bit, but it's nice. Too much auto-tune, but bars. I've definitely been watching the growth from project to project. 10 of 10 birds is gonna be a problem. He's only getting better. Facts. Fucks with the beat for sure. Bars decent for sure. Auto-tune a bit heavy. I give it a 6. You gave everything a 6.5, nigga. God damn. Stop writing that, bro. I know what you're gonna give it. Tanner on there says, get with me, FL. The auto-tune was a little too much, but the song is a whole vibe. Shout out L Keys, tapped in today. I see him working, getting better at his craft. It got potential to go crazy.
Super.
He said he gonna work on it for sure. Dope. Another one said dope. Somebody said shout out Texas. That's dope. Somebody said that's the best track we heard so far. That's what I'm talking about. So shout out Tanner Timbers. That one's called Big Dripper.
Good job.
Fix that thing up and let's give it to the world. All right. I think we got 2 more. Okay. Up next, this is Mailman. Shout out to Mailman. This one is called For the City. For the City. Mailman for the City. Right now, let's go. Hi, John.
Yeah. Hey. For the culture. Rockstar lifestyle, only getting realer, dog. I came up out the gutters like them zombies on Thriller, so I always carry the wisdom I got from all my hitters. If I hit her, that don't mean I love her. I probably don't feel her. Got the heart of a lion, chest never gorilla. A mind full of diamonds, I protect from gold diggers. I might screwdriver. Holly Go Phillips, backwood full of gas, all that kind of Go Phillips. Hold up, no one got a guy that's as close as mine, and you ain't got a squad that's as dope as mine. HTH got my back, I ain't talking spines. Ask the most high for a sign, and he brought the guy. Living just enough for the city. Sometimes life get rough, it ain't pretty, it get gritty. It's getting iffy, hope they don't do me like Pac and Biggie. The way that they did Nipsey make me wanna keep the Ricky. Hold up, living just enough for the city. Living just enough for the city. Living just enough for the city. Sometimes life get rough, it ain't pretty, it get gritty. Living just enough for the city. Sometimes life get rough, it ain't pretty, it get gritty. Hot city. Living just enough for the city. I'm on that time again, yeah. I ain't gon' lie, I got these vibes, banging my line again, yeah. I get this eye, mountain time, 25 p.m., yeah. We gon' slide, we gon' ride, nighttime, eyes on the skyline, yeah. For the city, they gon' treat me like Diddy. All of my fellow with me, they know I'm gon' keep it litty. I'm the GOAT, literally. I'm known across the state, even when I was itty bitty. No cap, no kizzy, mezo, and I'm living just enough for the city. Yeah, and I'm living just enough for the city. 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 Sometimes life get rough, it ain't pretty, it get gritty. Living just enough for the city. Sometimes life get rough, it ain't pretty, it get gritty. Living just enough.
Mailman. That one is called For the City. Mailman, lights please, brother. Mailman for the City. Yo, that's lit.
Yeah.
Mailman for the City. What an incredible beat.
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus, what a beat.
You did that?
I wonder who made that. Is that you?
Okay.
Oh, I was about to say, nigga.
Yeah.
Mailman for the City. Let's switch it up. James, what you think?
I rock with the second verse. The first verse I wasn't really feeling, but the beat was hard.
Yeah.
Second verse, when he really went in,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, he really do this. So yeah, I rock with it.
Okay. I don't want to go in the same order. KTONE, what you think?
I was rocking with it. I mean, I definitely like the I like the sample. I think the scratching was hard on there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he was busting. I mean, I would definitely, I'll play it. I mean, I don't know if I would necessarily like a club record, but I would listen to it. For sure, I'll put it in the playlist. I'll ride to it. I'll work out to it. I'll share it with people that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I like
appreciate
it.
it.
Yeah. I appreciate the song, for sure. I thought that when it first came on, when the sample first came on in the beginning, I wasn't expecting the beat. The bounce like that. I thought it was going to be just up tempo. You know what I mean? But I like it, man. I like how they flipped it. For sure.
Okay. Mike.
I mess with Mailman. Beat was dope. Verses were cool. I think it could use a visual for sure. But, and shout out to one of the greatest places in all the land, Montbello.
Shout
Big
out to
facts.
the Bells.
Big
You know what I'm
facts.
saying?
Shout out to the Bells.
Because I'm a 5'5" representative, just to let you know.
Big facts.
Just so you know.
For sure.
So shout out to Montbello.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Shout out to
FL.
the Bears.
I think Mailman is dope, man. He never really fails to impress. I think he puts a lot of thought and effort into all his songs, and I don't think this one was any different. He did his thing. The scratching was dope. You don't hear that a lot anymore.
Right.
I feel like he should have switched the second verse to the first verse. Even making it just a hook song would have made it fire like that. You feel me? And I love the New Jack City sample. That was nice. I think it was dope.
Nice. Y'all took all my points. I was gonna say I think it should have been a hook, verse, hook. Get the fuck up out of there.
Some comments say.
Very dope. Very dope. Let me see. Where I'm at. My bad. Hold on, they talking about other stuff. Beat jamming. Mailman's the realest. Go hard, young gun for the city. Beat was dope. Good sample and mixing. Second verse was dope. The track is banging. That was hard. Get busy then. That's a hit. That shit's hard. New Jack City sample on Nino Brown. Tough. Mailman been crazy lyrical. It's a vibe that is nice. Bell Cider, that sample though. And he said, somebody else said, I'm gonna change it up. I'm gonna give that 6 3/4. He don't get the hell
easy. Easy.
Shout out Mailman. That one's called For the City. We need to start finding out if these records are out. The people like it. I would love for them to go stream it and see what they're doing. But shout out to the Mailman. That one's called For the City. We appreciate you, brother. Congratulations on everything you got going on as well. I love it. All right. Last but not least, we have J Triple with the brand new video. This one is called Real Love. J Triple, Real Love, right now, live on the DOS.
Yo, I already told you I'm not doing none of that with you here today. You know?
What you mean, what's up?
Like, we working, I'm working, the guy's chilling, you gotta bounce.
Doesn't look like it to me.
Peace out, though.
Peace.
Peace.
Asking me to fall through, cause you want me back up in it. If I wanted to, I could have you back in a minute. Give a fuck about your feelings, cause you play with all my feelings. But my heart no longer feel it, cause I gave you all that's in it. Like that real love, that's that shit I try to build up. When it got my feels up, ooh, you acting real tough. What I'm about to do, why you still run, still what? You know I could come through and still fuck.
We about to go upstairs. Hey, we about to go upstairs. Y'all fuck that.
Real love, that's that shit I try to build up. Real love, that's that shit I try to build up. What I'm about to do, why you still run, still what? You know I can come through and still fuck. Imagine thinking you can have me back when you wanna. That shit dry, miss somebody else's water. Rolling on the scene with somebody else's daughter. Real one, try to love you when I guess it wasn't for you. I adored you, and you switched up with your success. And listened to people who don't know you but told you was best. I ain't gonna lie, I never chased someone, but you had me stressed. So I let them take you off of my hands and do the rest. If a friend hates your real friends, then they ain't your real friend. I'ma fall back, you gon' see who really real then. We was supposed to ride and you crushed it with your pride. Ain't no tears up in my eyes because it's your turn to cry. I know my presence is strong, so I know you know when it's gone. We've been at this too long, I took too long for this song. I try to save face, knowing you was wrong, but that ain't the worst part. You gotta explain that to your mom. Real love, that's that shit I try to build up. When it got my feels up, ooh, you acting real tough. What I'm about to do, why you still run, still what? You know I could come through and still fuck. Real love, that's that shit I try to build up. Real love, that's that shit I try to build up. What I'm about to do, why you still run, still what? You know I could come through and still fuck.
What the fuck does she want now?
Trip. I know you fucking see me calling. You're really fucking tripping.
I see you.
What the fuck?
Bro,
you see my texts, my calls back to back?
I see you, but you
make me
tripping.
feel like I'm fucking crazy or some shit. I'm not fucking crazy.
Shut the fuck up.
What the fuck? Answer when I call.
I'm cutting it.
J Triple. That one's called Real Love, Real Love. She can still.
Mike Coates, so you can't go to him.
Mike Coates made that too? Damn, nigga. Sit down somewhere.
I just want to see what you was going to say.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations, my brother. Don't sit down. Keep doing what you're doing. Yeah. She said, I can still call you up and nigga, ain't nothing changed. Yeah. That real love. I felt that. Well, let's get Mike Coates' biased opinion out the way before we go to everybody else. Mike Coates, what do you think, my brother?
Beat was fire.
I was.
Jesus,
whoever made it.
Nah, I mess with J Trip, obviously. You know, her project just dropped Friday. So it's on all platforms.
You got more tracks on there?
Yeah, I did 3.
Okay.
Nice.
3 out of the 5.
It drops this Friday or it just dropped?
Just dropped last
Friday?
Friday.
It's out. Okay, so that's the single.
Yep, all platforms. That's the first single.
Nice.
And you know, I fuck with J Trip. You know,
Yeah.
we're just working. So beats fire though.
FL, what you think about that one?
You know, B was subpar, Nah, B was fire. Did his thing on that for sure. J Trip is another one who doesn't play with it. She's very serious about her craft. And you can tell. Lyrics on point, auto-tune's dope. The video give me like a house party vibe, which I don't see a lot anymore. If you see a bunch of people in the shot, usually they got guns and shit. So.
In the kitchen.
Yeah, in the
kitchen. Gotta be in the kitchen with the guns.
In the kitchen, 60 niggas. Yeah, that was a house party vibe, and I think we need more of that. So, it's dope.
James, what you think, brother?
I rock with it. The beat was dope, obviously. And she got bars. Like, bars.
Yeah.
So.
Facts.
I ain't gonna say what I said.
No. Somebody else in here said it too. So
it was the do-rag for me. Do-rag was rapping just as much as she was.
The do-rag threw y'all.
Yeah, they threw me off a little
bars
bit.
on there.
Listen, we need more females, man. More females.
Man, they going crazy.
Yeah.
They going so crazy, and they really talking about something. I love females now.
I definitely. You didn't before?
Like music, motherfucker. Like, come on, man. Go. He's not playing me.
Hey, man. I'm just saying. Nah, I'm rocking with that, man. I'm definitely can go in the mix. On the show, I could see that come. If I really just sat there and watched BET Jams all day, I could see it come on 4 or 5 times a day. Definitely.
Absolutely.
I think she wrote that and that came from a place like she sounded hurt for sure.
Yeah.
Which made for great content. You know what I'm saying? A great song. So I mean, I'm rocking with it. I'm going hard on that for sure.
I liked it. I would play that as well. I liked it. I would go on a limb and say that's the best J Trip song I've ever heard.
Probably. Yeah.
Like song.
I could say that's the most like. I couldn't name another J Trip song. But
that's the most complete song.
Yeah.
We've all known J Trip can rap a motherfucking ass off.
Definitely.
But that's the best complete song I think I've ever heard from J Trip.
I would agree.
I hope I ain't outstepping, but I think so. That's how I feel right now. Yeah. Shout out to her. Let me read a couple. Fuck with it, J Trip for the show. Certified bars, get them trip. I like the authenticity of this video. Song is fire emojis and the video is fire emojis. Best one so far. The do-rag is back the dumb way. The song is a vibe. Lyrically is right in the pocket. Good vibe track. Dope club scene and production. Dope beat. I fucks with it. Definitely. Mike Coates always fire with the beats. Nice. J Trip's amazing. Nice. Fire emojis.
Yeah.
And somebody just said the beat was subpar.
Easy.
Hey, everybody.
I'm joking. Nobody said that. I think I know. Hey. Shout out J Trip. That one's called Real Love. Project out now. Please go support it. Support that song. Sure. Stream it. That means it's on YouTube. Go look it up. Watch the video again. Streaming shit. Turn up. Shout out J Trip. You did.
Yeah, I like them. Appreciate y'all for helping us with that.
Artists, a couple good songs.
Artists, if you want to submit, digital online showcase at gmail.com. What else you gotta do with that?
Send Squizzy Taylor a $10 cash out. But if you want to be like J Trip and get your video played where people can see your brand new video and all the hard work you put in, send a $20 cash out and get it played live on the DOS with great, beautiful guests like we have today.
Definitely.
And get some honest feedback.
Definitely. So I think let's get into some dialogue, man. First, what we want to do, man, let's go down the line. Introduce yourself. Tell the people, for the people who don't know you, a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Yeah, Mike Coates. develop my, my life in my Bella 55th lot. Just grew up and always been a student of this. I'm still a student. So music is something that I'm passionate about. Is rap, and using the gifts to reach people and be impactful in any ways that we can. And that led into a situation many years ago where we put a collective together called Food Chain. I met FL when he was in his teens, and we started piecing stuff together. And then the Food Chain did his thing, and then now I just I curate creative spaces for the dopest of the dope. So I'm a servant to this, so I serve and try to give the way it was designed, which is you give without expecting anything in return. And those things lead my path with this gift, and that's why we can do things like Can't Breathe and stuff with Trev and J Trip and Meezy and Food Chain, and it just has a different way of interacting with people when you are, who you are is, and what you do is a reflection of who you are when nobody's looking. And so I try to be a man and a father that is being impactful with the people that are close to me, and I approach music that way, and those things lead my path, man. So right now I'm just curating vibes, and if that's you, I'm looking for talent. I'm looking for the people that align that with, and I just wanna vibe, create records that interact with people in a positive way, and then here we are, full circle. Definitely. After all these years, that's what Food Chain was, and I'm just blessed that I get a chance to show these new artists, these young people, like this is how you create a space. Right. Yeah. And you do it. When you do that, you're not chasing this one thing or the next thing. What everybody else is doing, it brings the originality and you pour yourself into it. And so that when it interacts with people in a different way, it's powerful. And so I'm in search for that after all these years, and those things are leading my path, and I'm making the greatest music that I've ever made because of that. You know what I'm saying? So
that was a hell of an answer. The pressure you just put on them. All they asked was who you are, nigga.
Now what about you, FL?
God damn! I would not want to go after that. Hell of an answer. Jesus, I think okay. Well, FL.
Well, where do I begin? Like my man said, I'm part of a legendary collective called the Food Chain. Yes, sir. Shortly after that, I created my own brand called YGAM, which stands for Young Amsterdam. Young Amsterdam to me is the embodiment of Denver, Colorado. We are Young Amsterdam. Thanks. I am a father. I am a traveler. I love to move around and like just kind of experience the music game and just art in general from different angles and different places to kind of get a better grasp of how this whole thing works. Absolutely. In the last couple years, I took my YGAM brand and created a kind of a pseudo label situation as well as a studio. Mm-hmm. I've been engineering since I was 12 years old. That's about 23 years. And in the last 5 years, I opened up my own space, my own studio called YGAM Studios. Mm-hmm. And since then have worked with a who's who of elite artists in Colorado and beyond. Mm-hmm. I've worked with your Trev Riches, your APs, your Ray Reeds, your Doobie Newtons, and everybody in between. Mm-hmm. I've had either a direct hand on or somewhat involved in the process of pretty much every artist who's doing something.
I would agree.
And really, I'm just trying to take this to the next level, man. In my experience, Denver is still, I don't want to say infant stages, but we're still growing as a community musically. And I've taken it upon myself to help lead the charge in the evolution of the culture out here, and of the understanding, the knowledge of how this game works.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Like it.
Go like
And
James.
That Young Amsterdam is one of the hardest projects, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah, I'm James West. I'm a life coach, certified life coach and business consultant, author, content creator. And I turn ideas into sustainable lifestyles. And in a business sense, I turn ideas into money. And my goal is ultimately to help my community out in that way, because financial education is my biggest niche. That's what personal finance is what I do.
Okay.
I'm also still a rapper. Y'all heard the bars.
You heard it. You heard it.
So that's pretty much it, man. That's what I do.
Okay, so as far as financial education, do you mean like educating people on how to manage their money or taxes? Like, what do you mean by that?
Well, I got a program now called Worried to Wealthy.
Okay.
That'll take you from living paycheck to paycheck to actually establishing and protecting wealth.
Oh.
And that's what I mean by that. Because, I mean, y'all know, like, for us, if you wealthy, if you got $1 million, but that don't mean nothing.
Right.
Because as soon as you spend the dollar that you don't recoup, you ain't a millionaire no more.
Right.
So what I'm doing is teaching a genuine definition of wealth, which is when your passive income surpasses your monthly bills. And that's what I'm trying to take people from living paycheck to paycheck, wanting to get that $1 million to understanding the true definition of wealthy and establishing that.
So you can make me a millionaire?
If you want me to.
Holla at your boy. Listen.
You got to set that meeting up.
Yeah. Set that meeting up. Shit. Fuck y'all talking about? Kind of need it. That's what's up. Okay.
But I mean, I think that's important, especially for us as, because we were never taught that.
At all.
What I'm saying? Growing up, I mean, I wasn't, I don't know.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's important for, especially most of us in this field that we do, man, in this music field, on this entrepreneur, you know what I mean? How you guys feel about that? And would you guys ever talk to someone like James, like a life coach and a financial consultant, and do you now for your businesses, especially with them growing? You can speak on that, I feel, because I've seen you come from, like you said, rapping to YGAM to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Definitely, man. Financial literacy is like one of the biggest things that we lack. You know what I mean? Understanding that shit. And for generations, it's been that way. So, I mean, yeah, like for the better part of my life, I was just trying to figure it out. I started my studio in my grandma's basement, and then now I'm in the building. You know what I mean? So definitely, if I had a better understanding then, I feel like I could be further than I am now, and I absolutely will holler at James.
So why do you think us as entrepreneurs, especially in this music field, don't take people like James more serious, or maybe consult with people like him and utilize his services? And why do you think we just try to do everything ourselves?
I think because we have this idea in the back of our heads that we're not ready to talk to James yet. We have to get to a certain place in our own personal lives where, you up some bands, and then now I can go talk to James. And that's kind of where we fuck up. You know what I'm saying? You chasing something that, if you knew more about it, if you talked to James originally before trying to pursue that, you get there a lot quicker. I know in my personal experience, that's how I've been. You know what I'm saying? I won't take certain steps until I got my bag right.
Yeah.
And literally, he can help you get your bag right so you can execute your plan.
I would definitely agree with what FL said. I think people don't take that risk. If somebody told me, man, you need to get you a life coach, somebody help you find out, man, I can't afford that shit. I ain't got the money for that. You know what I'm saying? So the things you need to, like FL saying, to get further, we don't think we is there financially to even do that. You know what I'm saying?
But all that is mental, man.
Yeah.
Like it's just mental. We always do stuff like that. Oh, we can't do it. We can't.
Think
but
about,
it's definitely attainable.
Think about rappers with security. You know how many more rappers should have security? It's like, man, I ain't that big. I don't need no security. And then you see what keeps happening. It's like, man, I ain't. You know what I'm saying? It's like you think because I ain't Drake status, I don't need to focus on that. You know what I'm saying? But think about how many mid-level artists, if they did have security, which could be a couple $100, they'd be alive right now. You feel what I'm saying? So, but you don't think you need security till you on world tours and shit. You feel what I'm saying?
So how do you feel about that? Like, do you have any clients that's like in music, or how does your day-to-day consulting go? Or like what type of people do you usually work with?
I get a lot of startup calls for companies that just want advice as far as business consulting goes. Personally, they're typically younger kids that are having trouble trying to decide what it is that they want to do. But just to kind of speak to what you're saying, a lot of people won't use a life coach because A, it costs money, and B, you got to be held accountable for your destiny at that point in time. So you can't just say, well, I didn't get it done because of this or that, because we talked about that in our session. And in our community, it's shown as a sign of weakness for anybody to talk to a therapist or a life coach. And I got into big business, corporate style stuff, and I didn't know shit. Like, people asked me, what my portfolio looked like. And I was like, man, I don't do no filing. My assistant take in here. He's like, what? Like, no. But I don't ever want to see nobody go through that again. So my day-to-day is kind of talking to startups, kind of help pointing them in the right direction. And really, it's just a second set of eyes to your business plan. And we figure out what obstacles you got to go through and which ones we can avoid.
So on the DOS, man, we like to get some jewels away. So we're going to cut straight to it.
Okay.
Give me 5 tips for a startup business. Give me 5 tips. I want to start me a business tomorrow.
Okay.
Give me the top 5 tips that as a life coach, as somebody that knows the game, give me some jewels away. Give me 5.
All right. So the first thing I'll say is have a plan. You need a business plan. That's not an optional step. That's not an optional step. The second thing
business plan. So I need to break it down.
Okay.
Business plan, as in, okay, this is how I want my business to work for a year. Like, you know what I'm saying? What you mean by that?
I wouldn't recommend planning for a business any more than 3 years.
3 years. Okay, so 3-year business plan.
Right. You need a 3-year business plan that says what you do, what your business model is, how you're going to market it, where you're going to get money from, and if you're selling a product, you need to have your manufacturer picked out. You need to be able to make a phone call. You need to establish that stuff in your business plan. If you don't, you're going to run into an obstacle that's going to slow you down for weeks.
Facts. Okay.
Second thing I'll say is be prepared to invest in yourself. And understand not knowing it all is not a bad thing.
Right.
Because none of us know it all, especially when we first started. I think FL would be able to speak to that. When he was in grandma's basement, you know, it looked different than when you were in the building. So, and third thing I'll say is you can either be a boss or you can be rich. You feel me? A lot of the time, those two don't work, and you hire people smarter than you. They don't. A lot of the time, being a boss and being rich don't work together. I had that issue when I first started. I didn't want to delegate anything to anybody. I wanted to do it myself. But if I put somebody smarter than me in a marketing position, they can take. We all pulling in the same direction.
Damn.
They can take you to a different place.
That's good.
So
that's so good.
Yeah, I mean,
how about that, nigga? Y'all keep telling me that. Keep going.
And
that's good.
Obviously, I'm gonna say get a life coach, business consultant, even if it's just somebody to bounce ideas off of. Because you know, everybody had a business idea that you could have avoided that investment.
Yeah,
and understand that life coach investment is an investment in time, is an investment in direction, and the money that you'll save by spending that couple dollars an hour could probably prevent you from losing some bread. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and the last thing that I would say is that even though you own your own business and have personal freedom, it ain't gonna drive itself. You're gonna have to put in that work. 16 hours a day sometimes.
Definitely.
You're going to have to put in that work.
Definitely. Absolutely.
And y'all know that. I mean, and just prepare your finances.
I think that's
that was good.
The third tip you said, man. I think that's a lot of our issues is we don't necessarily want to delegate things to people,
right?
Because we feel like, man, I'm gonna just do it myself.
Right.
I'm not used to some. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm afraid.
Trust issues.
Trust issues.
Right.
That's
right. That's facts.
I don't need nigga all in my business.
Yeah. Right. So what do you say? Because a lot of people, what if somebody comes to you? A lot of people might have the best plan. The everything is dope. Like you, like man, but they ain't got no money. They can't pay for. They just don't have the budget. What do you do?
If they don't have the budget, we find it. Like there's people that are giving grants everywhere.
Yeah.
Like if there's other people that can find it, we can find it.
Right.
And
so you help with that.
Yeah,
You can
I help with that fundraising.
I need to hire you, man.
So with that,
So
that would basically just be like a back end fee then. Like,
right.
Okay, don't trip up front.
Right.
But
when we find this, just shoot that 10%.
Right. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. That's important, man.
You know,
that's definitely important.
You know what's dope? And I think Mike and them can speak to this. The same rules apply if you're an artist and you're in music. Have a plan. Don't just, move freely, drop music freely. What do you say? Invest in your music. Goddamn, have somebody who's smarter than you on your as your management or your team to promote your music.
Right.
All the same things that business he talking about could be for a clothing line, but the same thing apply if you're an artist.
Right.
That you know what I'm saying? The music is so small on the scale of what you got to do to, you know what I'm saying, make it happen.
That's what they always say, man. It's 90% business, 10% artistry, 10% music.
Yeah, I think with anything in business, like especially with music, we got to have the bullet in the gun mentality. And when I started as a motivational speaker after I wrote my book and shit, I was trying to do everything for myself, and I wasn't making the impact that I wanted to until I got a team. That's the gun. I'm the bullet. Your job is just to get me there, and I'm gonna do what I do when I get there. And music is the same way. You gotta have a team in order to do that well.
Somebody just put on there and said, I need this number.
Need that
number.
Yeah. Okay. They can holler at me at jameswestrights.com and schedule a free consultation. It's Squizzy. Holler at me. You do the same thing.
I'm holler at you before we leave.
So when we say life coach, do we mean is that equivalent to a therapist? Is that a therapist?
No, a therapist fixes broken emotions.
Okay.
My job is to make sure that your mind is stronger than your emotions.
Okay.
I don't want to hear your personal problems.
Right.
I want to talk to you about your goals and the obstacles that you have to go over and the obstacles that we can avoid getting you there.
Right. So that, I mean, that's goes along the lines of mental health and mental.
Absolutely.
What do we call? What do we say all the time on here? Mental.
Mental health. You need a therapist. Go get some therapy.
Yeah, but we call it something else. But mental health.
Right.
How important? Tell us, Mike. How important is mental health for us now? That I don't know. I ain't necessarily saying black men, but I'm saying young men that wasn't, that didn't grow up like that, and especially in this music. How important is that, for us nowadays, and to you as an individual?
Yeah, man. I mean, for brown or black or indigenous people, man, like it's just not conversations that we have. It's not conversations that we have with our people. We come from broken homes and a lot of disconnect, and it's important to align yourself with people that are better than you in certain areas. I mean, that's what Food Chain was. FL was so ahead of his time.
Definitely.
Chant, Mass Pride, Moheat. Some of these guys are like way ahead of their time, and just
imagine if y'all came out today.
Aligning yourself with people like that are far better than you makes you only better, because you can take these little pieces, you add them to your thing, but it's just we don't have these conversations, and it's important to be honest and recognize those things and seek the information out. and seek the people out that are doing those things, and you get close to them, and you learn the wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys have so much wisdom, and it's about on top of all those things, it's the relationships. It's about nurturing those things. You know, those things always align your path, and you can always lean on those relationships for whatever. But it's just important, you know, you've got to seek the truth about where those disconnects are. And I have conversations with Meezy all the time, like the people that we are as grown men is all tied into the chain links of who people were before us. You know, it's the curse of the generations, and we have to identify those things. Like, you know, even if your dad wasn't around, you still have these things that are attached to you from that person or whatever that carry you into your adulthood. And so you have to pay attention to these things and find out where the disconnect is and address those, have conversations like this, and then break those cycles, man. So then when you have kids, and you know, you know, whether you're a step parent or you have kids of your own, you're able to like pour those things into the people that are around you, man. And you know, it all passes around. You never know with the interactions that you have with people. You know what I'm saying? You can have an interaction with somebody in passing, and it's like, damn, I'm gonna remember that forever.
It means something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my question is, you've been a part of some very heartfelt, legendary records. Do you think part of your mental health and how your therapy works is being part of these big records that actually mean something, like the I Can't Breathe, and I know you say you got a new one coming. You're part of a lot of records that are heartfelt and mean something. Is that part of your journey? Does that help you on your mental health path, or whatever the case may be? How you gonna put it?
It's just the way that I've chosen to approach this gift that I have is just being honest about the things that are happening, and you can weaponize your gifts. You know what I mean? Whether it's the Can't Breathe thing, or whether it's the message to the mayor, whether it's almost, it feels like it's below 1 degree, and they're doing these homeless sweeps in the streets. I can't even like, every time I go into the outside, I can't even believe or imagine living outside, and 1 second all of your shit is being taken away. And then you're just left with nothing out in the cold. And it's like, you can, when you're tapped in, you can use your gifts in a powerful way to, you know, to do your art, and it aligns with other people. And, you know, I experienced what those things are with Can't Breathe and Message to the Mayor, and with Food Chain and Dear Industry and all these things that we did because we created out of that space. You know, so it just has a different way of interacting with people, rather than when you're just trying to create about, you know, get this money, get this money, get this money. Like that, all that shit is important. All that shit is important, bro. We're all trying to do that, but it's like, that's the chase of things that we are a part of, this disconnect of the conversation that we're not taught from an early age. And so we grow up into our late teens, early 20s, and we're trying to chase all these things that have no substance, bro. You know what I'm saying? Rather than have these greater conversations.
So for FL, do you think, or both of y'all really, do y'all think real music is still respected?
Absolutely. Yeah, with people like J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar topping the charts, it is. Same thing with like a Jordan Lucas. It's just the world has changed a lot since we were making music. You know what I mean? It's a lot more open now. Social media is a lot more. I don't even know what the word I'm looking for. It's kind of all over the place. And so you have all these differing opinions that go viral, and then it creates an environment that you either choose to be in, or you can choose another one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, you know, you got the turn up music and the you know, the club records and stuff like that, and then you have stuff that's more thoughtful. I don't think either one is less appreciated than the other. It's just different groups now gravitate
towards what you want.
So what do you, right now, what do you think are the pros and cons of where the music industry is today?
Cons of the industry would be that, again, it is so open. Anybody can make a song and upload it and put it out there and flood the comment section of your email with all this shit that you may not want at all.
Yeah.
The pros are that you can be independent, and if you have a solid plan and you execute properly, you can really build wealth and change your lives and everybody's around you by doing whatever it is you do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I guess another con would be the what's the word? The image that you're expected to reflect. You know, if you choose to make club records, you better have some money on you.
Chain and all that.
You better have some diamonds on you. If you talking gangster rap, you better have some poles on you. You better have 30 niggas with you with poles too. And even on some positivity shit, you know, you're kind of expected to be like bohemian, you know what I mean? Have dreads or like fucking have seashells in your hair, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, for sure.
So I don't really like that, you know what I mean? People come from all walks of life and, you know, do whatever they want. I don't think it should be so subjective in that way.
Yeah.
And then the pros is that you can really, that's the other side of it. The pros are that you can be whoever the hell you want to be in music. You know what I mean? So.
But that, I mean, you know, that's kind of a con too, because you could just be
anybody.
You could wake up and just make up a character, bro, and
be him.
And be him. And we see that and believe it, like, oh, this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Right. So yeah, man. I mean, let's talk about social media, man. I mean, the power of it. You know what I'm saying? Good or bad?
Both. It can make or break somebody instantly. Yeah. You know, there was a country singer not too long ago that called one of his homies a nigga. And
that was recently.
Yeah.
Last week or something.
Yeah.
Turned him up.
He's done. He's done.
Nah, he turned up. He turned up. Y'all ain't see his numbers? His numbers is like plus 300 something.
But then they take his music off of the site?
Yeah.
Off of
his management company dropped him. His label dropped him.
Bro, they said the nigga is selling way more records now than he was.
But that's just
this
like
is America, nigga.
That's like
being racist
years ago
works.
when, what was it, Old Navy or somebody had put H&M. They had the black boy in the monkey hoodie on. Yeah. You know, it's bad press, but they sold out.
Sold all of them.
They sold out of all that
country
shit.
singer, he's up.
But I mean, yeah, he's up.
Being
but
racist in America works.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's no sale.
It's like a culture thing, you know what I mean? Especially since like Donald Trump was in office. That really, I don't know, it put a battery in these racist motherfuckers back, and like they really on that shit from the Tiki Torch movement to the QAnon to all that shit. It's just like a variety of right-wing racism that is now starting to shape people's opinion, and that's fucking up shit.
It could really, it could make somebody a star, bro, instantly. It's like the Gorilla Glue chick.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah.
You know?
I seen she donated the money. Y'all believe that?
Nah.
Maybe some.
She donated.
She wrote a check.
I think she made a little bit. They said I think she made 20, right? She made like 20K. She donated it to emergency operations.
She probably got 40.
Right.
Donated 20.
Fuck around.
Sound good.
Yeah.
You know
I read that today. Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have did it.
And even just like last night, you see, y'all see Meek Mill and 6ix9ine?
I heard about it. I ain't seen it yet.
Oh my goodness.
I ain't even heard about it.
I want to know what y'all think, man, because I feel if you, I ain't the biggest gangster, right? But I know informants. Once you become a snitch, you are well protected, right? You feel what I'm saying? At all times. And the nigga already got the 90 security guards. That's why he can go to O Block and all that. But people are talking about Meek Mill, and I'm wondering, what could he have done in that situation? These are all police around this informant.
There's nothing he could have done.
But Meek Mill's getting the worst of this. I don't know if you've seen social media. He's getting the worst of this. Like, you talking all that shit. You seen a nigga, you ain't do nothing. Like,
what could he do? So basically,
that's
and these are millionaires.
So basically, they run into each other in the club or something. I guess 6ix9ine must have tried to press him, but Meek couldn't get that close, so he spit on him.
Mm-hmm.
6ix9ine meet him in the parking lot, or he waiting on him, but he waiting on him with 20 security guards and police.
Right.
Yeah.
So they ain't even letting them Meek talking like what's happening.
Yeah.
But they not letting 6ix9ine get on me.
They're not supposed to.
Yeah.
That's why both sides is
yeah. So it's
he would have been
so it's really
stupid
goofy
to be out there without that.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Either way, it's really goofy.
Either way, it's just a lose-lose,
I mean,
and niggas with millions of dollars doing stupid shit.
But I mean, I just don't understand the 6ix9ine gimmick, man. I mean, like, bro.
I do.
Controversy sells.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
but how do you live? How do you just really live like that though? Like,
because you got millions of dollars.
It's gonna run out.
I mean,
it ain't gonna run out.
Maybe, but niggas sell their soul for way less than that. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm from
niggas
the Bells, bruh.
I can let a nigga in if I tell a nigga you can get in the club for the next 3 months. You know what type of dumbass shit a nigga would do just to be that? Like, bro, you can be on stage. I'll let you open up for all the niggas will do some dumbass shit, bro. Yeah. So you say, okay, I give you a couple of million. Yeah. Imagine what you can tell a nigga to do with a couple $1 million. Facts. You know what I'm saying? People don't have no morals no more. Like, you just want some money. You want to change your life. You want to change what you're going through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No I mean, he was filming himself, you know, and Meek Mill while he's doing it. It's like,
but he knew
it's lame and whack as fuck as he is. The kid is fucking smart. He has figured out social media. It don't matter what he do. We all gonna hear about it whether we want to or not. He's figured out social media. He know how to get some attention. It's weak as fuck. I hate him. But, nigga, I know everything this little stupid motherfucker do. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, he's not dumb by no means.
So how do y'all feel about now the new fad is a challenge? You got to do a challenge or whatever type of challenge.
I want to start the shut the fuck up challenge. Starting tomorrow.
The crazy thing is you could really start it like now. Hashtag it, do it, go viral. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like there was challenges before, but it's just like now it's different. Plus TikTok is so big; it's the biggest social media platform right now. Yeah. I mean, my kids at home, they literally sit there and watch TikTok all damn day until I take the phone out of their hands. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Is TikTok more important than the DJ to y'all nowadays and getting the record popping?
No, I don't think so. There's so many different ways to get a record popping. You kind of have to utilize all of them. You know what I mean? You gotta utilize the DJ and TikTok and social media. You know what I mean? Influencers and so on and so forth. You gotta kind of do it all if you really want that motherfucker to boom.
TikTok could get you there though.
TikTok could get you there.
Because the little Busted challenge, I ain't never heard the song, but I can tell you who sang it though. Because of that. You know, like.
But what's the value in that? Is that like the new one-hit wonder?
That's a great question. That's what
the
you
question
think.
that be.
I haven't heard. I've heard the songs on the TikToks, but I've never heard none of the songs. So never heard nobody play the records in the club. Never seen a video.
So one thing I've noticed recently since I'm back in the club with there's TikTok songs that you gotta play, like Corvette. How many motherfuckers? That song, the Busted song. It's a couple more.
Knock your dread out.
Yeah, that shit go hard. But you realize, at me being in the club, and it's COVID, so I don't really know if this is true, but them songs really hit for 10 seconds. And then nobody gives a fuck about them. Like, they gonna do their little dances. I don't really know this song. You feel what I'm saying? Right. It's a weird thing that we have to get used to, that these songs are not cracking, but this 10 seconds of the song is working, and that's just weird to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you play Corvette for more than 25 seconds, you lost your complete energy in the club. You know what I'm saying? But if you go to TikTok, that bitch got billions of, you know what I'm saying, people doing that shit. Right. And it's like the Busted. By the time she get to the verse, nobody really want to hear the song no more. You feel what I'm saying? It's just the intro. So it's weird.
So TikTok sound like it's the new quick flip, man. That's the quick hustle. That's the quick flip. That's what it sounds like.
Win more.
They signing people off TikTok though. You know what I'm saying? I know people that done got signed for millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Because they went viral.
Are they sustaining? No.
Does it matter?
If
I go viral today, If I make a little bullshit song, I go viral. Atlantic Records, Warner called me and said, man, I'm trying to sign you for $2.5 million. Does it fucking matter if I'm gonna sustain or not?
It matters if that's what you want to do as an artist. If that's all you want, cool. That's what I'm saying. Quick flip, get your paper.
I think that's what's changed.
And be out.
I think that's what's changed. Because back in the day, nigga, you had to have bars to say you was a rapper.
Yeah.
If you said you was a rapper and, for instance, couldn't freestyle, it was a rap for you. You was done.
Yeah.
Now you can say whatever you want on the flyest beat and make somebody do something stupid to it, and you can get 2.5.
Yeah.
You find you doing any of the challenges?
Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
You can't do the
silhouette
June
challenge?
buzz?
Nah, yeah. I'm good. When you 6'8", you ain't supposed to do stuff like that.
For sure.
Nah, but it's like the kids from out here, man. The Sims Carter.
Creeper.
Yeah,
Creeper.
like
Oh,
that.
no.
Like that shit is like going crazy, man. But nobody really cares about that song. It's just that sample.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like they don't even get to that song, but it's got millions of streams.
I think they just hit 15 million on Spotify or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So you can make some money.
You can make some money.
You can make some money.
What about like as a influencer not involved in music? Like example, TK with his restaurant, like that shit took off on TikTok.
TikTok, yeah.
Now is that more viable? Like, is it to be like an influencer or like a non-music brand? You think it's like better to do TikTok that way, or
hell yeah?
Okay.
I think so.
So how did it take off? Because I heard it.
Remember I was telling you that last week. Somebody made some page about, and it goes around and just tells you hidden gems. So they did hidden gems in Denver, like food places to eat. And it's like TK surfing turf, blah blah blah. This is pulled out the crab. It was looking good as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And it took off, went viral as hell. And TK said, nigga, the lines. He had to make a post like, I apologize, but it's lit.
Yeah.
Like it's up, nigga. Everybody won't come now. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's still going on.
Yeah.
Like the wait time is kind of crazy because it's who knows how to handle that out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I think it's a blessing though.
I think that's dope.
It's a business. It's definitely a business tool.
Yeah.
Like I think I read some crazy stat. It was like 34% of all transactions is taking place online.
Wow.
And that shit is coming from social media. Like that's big money in America.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think it's something worthy to look at. It just depends on how you use it.
Yeah, you got it. I got my clothes, bro. We set aside, I think, 25 shirts just to give away to people who have a dope social media following. Like that's the way of how you do shit now. It don't matter what I say, but if I can put this on 25 cool people that be popping on social media, I'm gonna sell some shit. Like that's kind of how you market now. You feel what I'm saying? So
you got my shirt.
You wasn't one of them 25. I'm joking.
I want to talk to my coach a little bit, man, because you know, you was talking about food chain a lot, man, and I'm talking about the production a little bit, man, because you really been going crazy. Like, what made you really just get in the zone and really just buckle down, and how did you really start getting your stuff everywhere? Man, you got a lot of placements right now, man. How'd you start moving around?
I mean, what it started with is, I was a single dad for a long time. I had a daughter when I was young, and I raised her through the food chain days and stuff, and working these corporate jobs. There was a corporate job that I had been at that I left. And it was just a moment where I was like, I'm gonna rededicate myself to this production thing. So I just started doing everything as a date. So it was like a journal entry because I wanted to do it as frequently as possible. So I just started repetition. You know, every day I was putting these journal entries in, and I wasn't doing it with a specific intention that it was gonna turn into anything. But through the course of this, you know, a year went by, another year went by, and I just started building this formula. And, you know, I've had relationships with everybody out here, you know, since the beginning. So it was just about circling back with these relationships, finding the talent, you know, going into these rooms, hitting the play button, and then things would, you know, come, you know, would eventually just work out that way. And so, in the process of just a repetition of doing it, you know, I got a call one day this past summer. They're like, I need a beat for this idea. And because I had built this formula, I was able to go in and just pour myself into something like Can't Breathe. And then when we get into the studio, we record it. It's just a powerful record, you know, and then it does what it does. But that same formula of just doing it as frequently as possible. And now just like, you know, finding where the young talent is. Gorilla Beats, you know, Oban, Deezy, Chef Premier, like all these guys, and getting close to them because they all offer like these things that I really respect, and I could start intertwining those things with my thing. You know what I'm saying? And then they may not have a lot of exposure, so I put them in the room with the great, you know, with the greats. You know what I'm saying? So that we could just make records and develop. And so that's it. That's all it is, man. It's just repetition and just dedicating myself to creating a vibe, and that's leading my path to find the artists that are aligned with that. And you know, therefore we got lots of records loaded up. Rachel Bailey, this new Trev project, you know,
some shit.
Meezy, you know, the stuff that I'm doing with Barbershop Uncut. You know, shout out to them. They're really trying to just create an environment of just vibes, and so. They brought me in, and I'm driving that vibe. You know what I mean? So it's like, bring in Ralphie, bring in Doobie Newton. Like, if you're serious about your thing, like I'm gonna find you, and I'm gonna bring you in, and we'll sit down, and we're gonna create something powerful. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always just trying to work with everybody.
Who's the easiest artist you work with so far? Who's been the easiest?
I mean, you know, SQUIZZY. SQUIZZY probably the toughest. But like, you know, I love working with Trev. Trev is just so absolutely talented with this pen. But you know, the stuff that I'm doing with Meezy right now, is crazy. You know, and that's the same thing. You know, Meezy this past summer stayed all overnighters, just repetition at GBL. He developed his thing. He just sat in there on that slow cook simmer. And there's just something powerful when that happens. You know, same thing with Food Chain, man. Like we just were on that slow cook simmer in the basement. And that turned into the live band. And then you got to the point where you couldn't fuck with the live band, man. It was just something that people hadn't really seen before. So
is there ever gonna be a reunion?
Why you look at me?
What you think?
Yeah, I think there's potential for it. You know what I'm saying? Mike gotta start rapping again, though. Mike gotta start rapping again. Everybody's, you know, living their life, moving around, but we're all still in one way or another involved in the music. All of us. And so, yeah.
Man, Food Chain was, man, when y'all built that, I was so happy. I just knew y'all was going worldwide. I mean, even though y'all touched some circuits now. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
We used to look up.
It's a tough game, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we said before, Denver's not really. I mean, I don't want to say it's not the market, but there's bigger markets. Had we spent more time in other markets, real potential to do that. You know what I'm saying? We were just so big. Colorado really wasn't paying great for them shows like that. You know what I'm saying? So we had to wiggle and move around, and it takes a toll.
Absolutely, definitely.
You're splitting a small fee and some drink tickets with
a lot of
A plus a couple. So.
James,
what's happening?
Let's go there, brother.
Okay.
So your uncle,
okay,
is Mayor Hancock.
Yes, sir.
Do you feel a need to have to defend his actions, and if so, what is some of the misconceptions that people say about your uncle, or that is spread around the city that, you know what I'm saying, that you'd want to clear up, or, you know what I'm saying, speak on?
Well, I don't feel the need to defend his actions. I'm not the mayor.
Talk about
he is. there's certain stuff that people say online that I don't necessarily agree with because I see it from a closer perspective as to what he's actually doing.
Okay.
Personally, I went through some shit as a kid, and I probably wouldn't be here without Michael. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
So it was tough on me at first to hear people say negative shit about him. Like, partner, you don't even know him. You know what I mean? But now I don't feel the need to defend him. There's certain things that he does that I don't agree with, and there's things that he does that I do agree with. That's it.
Yeah. So,
So how when you first heard that record,
the Message to Mayor Hancock.
Yeah, what did you feel about it?
I mean, it's a record. Like, I felt like it's not nothing that they ain't saying on social media anyway.
Yeah.
I think there's a better way to go about having a conversation, and I think like it's a good way to show you displeased. I vibe to the beat, but as far as what they saying, I mean,
it just goes to show that like no matter what you do and who you are, you're never gonna reach everybody. Right. You know, and that's what happens a lot of times, that we think that we gotta be perfect or we gotta, you know, show things in a certain light. But, you know, I think that there's always area of opportunity to listen and make the adjustments. And you know, I think even with that song, man, I don't think that he's not doing anything, but it's like, yeah, and I don't know his job, you know what I'm saying? But it's like these sorts of things there's a lot of layers. The one thing that I've said about this record in particular is that there's a lot of layers with that. It's not just one thing, and it's not just one person, you know, it's a lot of us. But at the end of the day, like we've got to have the conversation, the tough conversations, because you know it's about people, living people,
right?
And some people just don't want to. You know, I have family that is on drugs. I have family that has been homeless on the streets, like my close family. And you could do whatever you want to possibly do. You could shake them. You could do whatever. You could drop them off in a home. You could do all these things, but unless they want change, there's nothing that you could do. So yes, there's a lot of these people that probably don't want help, and they like the way that they're living. But at the end of the day, man, like there's a lot of inhumane things that are happening, and there's a lot of people that could put a plan together and put the resources together and bring the community together and have the tough conversations and not act like we got it all figured out, and create some action to make sure that, you know, in sub-zero weather, people in a pandemic, people are getting taken care of one way or another.
I guess my question would be to you, like, what point were you trying to get at that song? If it's about the homeless sweeps, that's not something he made up. They had a vote on it, and 80% of the people that voted said, "Get them up out of here." So I guess that would be my question. What was the point you were trying to make with the song?
Well, the topic of the song was brought to me.
Okay,
that's what I was really going to ask you. I don't necessarily think it's your song.
Yeah,
it's your beat, but
it's just my.
But you're familiar with what they're trying to get across.
For sure. Okay. And honestly, like, you know, we live in our we live in our shelters. You know what I'm saying? Like, I pass by it all the time. You know, it looks crazy. Facts. It looks like the end of the world. Like blocks and blocks and blocks with people in tents with snow and fucking ice on the tents and shit, if they even got the tents. So we drive by it all the time. Every now and then we'll give some people some money and stuff, but it's like we don't really know all the information.
These are facts.
So what I'm saying is that, like, I never am quick to react. I was approached by some individuals to put the record together.
Right.
I didn't know how it was going to turn out or whatever, and so, you know, I did the music for it.
No, I get it.
But it caused me to like look more into the information, like some of the report that came out. Like, there's a lot of funds that are being allocated to these sweeps.
Right.
That if you look at it, they could be equally dispersed into creating better solutions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so, like, I again, there's a lot of layers to it. I'm not acting like I'm an expert in it all.
Right.
And I'm not quick to react, you know what I'm saying, of it all. But I think that the conversation needs to happen. But even at this point, like, the community needs to connect with the mayor, have the conversation and the dialogue about where the median is. And if people voted for this way, I know he's trying to carry those things out. But there's also some alternative things that we all could be doing a little bit differently.
Right. And that's my point. Like, I think in order to fix that situation, that's more on us than on him. He can only do what his position allows him to do. He can only allocate the funds as he's allowed to allocate those funds. I think as a community, if we came together and embraced these people and embraced the issues that they have, like, I would volunteer my time for something like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's popular to go at him. You know what I mean? It's popular to go at him right now, especially considering the homeless thing. It's popular to do that.
I'll tell you this one thing, Squizzy.
I don't need us.
This is the only thing that I have seen that I thought that there was a need for. Anytime the mayor has spoken, again, this is my very limited and humble opinion. Anytime that I've heard him speak when he was on the show or anything prior to that, he's never speaking about a specific plan in place to do anything. And I get the perception that he's, waiting out his last little bit of time and not really trying to ruffle any feathers either way, so that he can kind of have the opportunity to do whatever he wants to do outside of here, rather than have these conversations about where the change needs to happen.
Well, I can tell you from firsthand perspective, he's having this conversation every day.
All right.
I mean, if you're looking for a plan to fix homelessness, so is every other city in the world.
Some people like Austin are doing it though. They're purchasing the hotels
and sending bus tickets to send them to Denver because we have extra services. Like, these aren't just Denverites that are homeless. These are people that have been sent here to take advantage of the services. And on days like this, it doesn't make sense to have a shelter at 35% capacity. Because if you really want to get out of the cold, the shelter's at 35% capacity. Go there. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not dissing homeless people. I've been in that situation myself. But what it took for me is, like you said, the pain of the same was different than the pain of the change. And I think we all have to look at it like that and stop asking him to do it. Stop asking him to fix our situation. These are our neighbors. You know what I mean?
So you're saying it's more of a community thing?
Absolutely. It's a community effort.
Somebody told me after we had the mayor on, he said the mayor's job, which I don't know is true, he said the mayor's job is to protect the money, right? Protect the money and protect the investments. And he said, and this person, I'm not going to tell who it was, he was like, I got a business downtown. And he's like, if you're actually downtown in this shit, you can't have no business if there's 100 homeless people in front of your business. It fucks up the money. And he said, these people that the money is involved, they have to connect to the mayor. They're telling the mayor, you got to get these motherfuckers away from my shit. I can't run my business like that. And he was saying nobody in the community is looking at it from the business aspect of all these businesses that are being ruined by homelessness, and they're high, they're breaking shit, they're, you know what I'm saying, all this type of stuff. And they said the mayor's job is to protect the funds, the big city shit, the big money.
So
that's just what somebody told
So
me.
it's basically like we was kind of saying earlier, there's a disconnect, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because on one end you're saying the business people's like,
you gotta move them.
Help us get them out here.
Yeah.
The community's like,
how you doing these people?
How you doing these people like that?
Throwing everything they got away.
So
it's here and here.
Yeah.
It's like, he's not just the mayor of the turf. You feel me? Like, and we have one perspective, but Walmart got a different perspective.
Absolutely.
You feel me? And so when you got people coming to him saying, like, my business is finna close because I can't get people in here because we got hypodermic needles all over the ground. He got to make a decision on that. And at that point, he has to abide by the law that the people voted for.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, if that wasn't the case, if that bill got shut down, the no camping ban got shut down, I wouldn't have nothing to say. But 80% of that vote, that's what the people wanted. So that's what he has to do.
Would Hancock catch the same smoke that he's catching if he was white?
I ain't even gonna answer that question, bro.
Mike, FL, anybody? What do y'all think? I don't know. I wouldn't. That's not a question that I'm asking. I know the answer to. I'm asking y'all generally. It could just be a yes or no. If he was white, would he catch the same smoke he's catching?
I can only really base it off one person I've seen. I guess a white politician that I've seen catch it. And that'd be Hickenlooper. So yeah.
That's true. Hickenlooper did get it.
What you think, Mike? Yes or no?
That's a tough one. I mean, I think it would be. I think it'd be a little bit different, but I think with the community, when you're lucky to have someone that reflects who you are, whether you're brown or black or indigenous, you would like to hope that they're gonna be aligned with you a little bit more. And again, there's so many layers to this. So again, I don't blame him, and I think honestly with the song, it's like I think it's a conversation starter. I really wish that he would connect with Jeff, brother Jeff, that put the song together, and they could have some dialogue about the reports that his organization did, and then there could be some factual things that come in a conversation that come out of it, because maybe he's maybe there's a certain perception, or maybe there's certain facts that he isn't privy to, that's making him have a certain perception.
Jeff on here right now. I think he, from I don't know a lot of things he says. He got a lot of the facts, but he said he took money from developers. The shelters do not solve the problem.
Neither just letting them camp in parking lots.
So I mean,
these guys have done extensive research on this stuff. So that's why I feel like let's use it as an opportunity to create some dialogue so that people are far more educated about all these layers. Because at the end of the day, like, just doing the sweeps and taking people's shit in the heart of winter in COVID. I mean, I was just watching one happen a few days ago where they had told them you got a couple of days to go, and then they came early and they just started, tractor trailer and all this shit on the block. You know what I'm saying? Like there has to be some dialogue here, and that allows people to be privy to all of the information, what it all encompasses. And I think that, people would vote better because of it if they have more information.
Right. So you're asking for more transparency?
More transparency.
Okay.
Because as far as I know, with some of the stuff that I've seen on the reports, there's a lot of sketchy redactions when it comes to the budgeting of things, and where some of that budget could be allocated to creating solutions. And that's, for me, has been the only thing that I've been missing in Mayor Hancock's speech, is that there's no plan. And he's kind of riding it out, not trying to ruffle no feathers.
So James, what do you think the discourse is between the two?
Between Michael and Jeff?
Yeah. The two
so my opinion about Brother Jeff is a little different. Okay. I mean, I like dude. Yeah. I respect his hustle. I respect what he's done. Mm-hmm. But when you get people that only chime in when there's an issue, they have to have an issue to stay relevant. You feel me? Like, if there's nothing going on, what is he going to do? Like, if we had a magic wand, fix the homeless situation, fix every problem that Jeff had about Michael's mayoral things, what would he do after that?
I don't think he's intentionally trying to seek an issue out.
I think he is a little bit, because before this, he had another issue. And then he threw everything he had behind Jamie Gillis, who we all know wasn't very bright. And my question is, would he still have the same position if Jamie had won that election? Because the homeless situation wouldn't change.
So have them two ever had a conversation, or that you know of, or do you think that's something that could even happen?
I'm sure they have, and I'm sure Michael would be open to that if Jeff is open to it. I mean, I can't speak for dude. Like, I'm not on his staff or none of that.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he's open to a conversation.
Yeah.
But when you approach any mayor, you got to approach him in an aspect of this is what I need to happen. You can't go in there like this is what's going to happen or we going to say a whole bunch of stuff on Twitter.
But I see that's where I think they did is they put a comprehensive report. You know what I'm saying? They put a comprehensive report together. And I feel like those kinds of conversations with that detail, talking through the layers of it, you know, there just has to be something like that I feel like will create.
Right. And I think, I mean, first of all, I think there needs to be a representative that goes in there with a level head and not the noisemaker mentality. And that's on both sides.
For sure.
That's on both sides. I think Michael needs to be open to some civilian ideals. You see what I mean? And whoever's going in there needs to understand that, like I said, 80% of the people voted for this camping ban. You feel me? So I think there's a conversation to be had. And again, I'm not a representative of Michael. He's just my uncle. You know. But I think there's conversations to be had on both ends.
Yeah. I think you know, it's a great discussion. You know what I'm saying? On either end, we're gonna try to make that work somehow.
I'm so confused. But I'm gonna let y'all have it.
Need more details.
Yeah, we all need more details.
The devil's in the what'd you say?
Devil's in the details.
Facts.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
why gotta be the devil? Why is it that?
I have no idea.
Okay. I was just wondering.
Go ahead, Tom.
It's an 80s baby phrase.
Yeah. I'm from the 80s.
Yeah. Well, you know, to lighten the load, it is Black History
I'm from
Month.
the 70s.
Facts.
It is Black History Month still. You know what I'm saying? Really, to take us out, man, I want each of you to tell us one thing, a person, place, or event that's been from Black history, not necessarily, you know, it could be whatever that's been, you know, intricate in your lives, man, or you know, some event or person from Black history and the Black culture that changed your life and your outlook on life growing up. Any one of y'all could answer first.
James?
I'd have to say it was Barack Obama for me, man.
Yes.
He changed the phrase "talking black."
Okay.
You feel me? An articulate, smooth cat that didn't lose the swagger that he grew up with. You know what I mean? And handled himself well in office. I don't agree with everything he did, but he was there and he looked like me. You know what I mean? I would imagine that he took lunch with foil over the top of it because he married to a sister too.
Right.
So Barack Obama is what it changed a lot for me.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Nice.
That fair?
That's tough. And I'm sitting here trying to think who just impacted my life in a major way. I mean, this is gonna sound strange because I don't necessarily agree with his beliefs these days, but Kanye West is super impactful to me just because he's like the entrepreneur's entrepreneur. He went from making Grammy-worthy music to collaborating with the biggest brands in the world to then owning the biggest brand in the world. I think that is fucking amazing. You know what I mean? And he did it all on his own. I mean, you know, of course he had a team of, you know, like-minded, incredible, genius people as well. But he went into unmarked territory. You know, took a road less traveled and really became a powerhouse across the board. I think that's a feat that very few people have done, and that's what I aspire to be. You know, I actually got on a pair of shoes that I manufactured myself right now. You know what I mean? Like, just seeing somebody really like go beyond what the typical limitations for most would be, and just do something extraordinary.
Facts. Mike.
I mean, there's so many influential people. To me, I want to say my daughter. My daughter's, you know, she's brown and black, and you know, just being a young dad and raising a young woman, and seeing her try to navigate to find her voice, whether, you know, and she's in environments where she's not too brown enough, she's not too black enough, but to see what she's done with her education, she's you know, at the end of her third year at DU, she got a full ride academic scholarship there.
Oh, okay.
And she's gonna stay, you know, for her master's, and just to see her grow up into the young woman that she has under all the circumstances of these chain links of things that are tied to us. You know what I'm saying? Whether, you know, on her mom's side, on my side, and to see her just really like hone in on trying to figure out who she is. I'm just super proud of her, man. She's an inspiration to me every day. Yeah.
Definitely. That's dope, man.
That's dope.
For real. For real. Before we get up out of here, man, one piece of advice from each of y'all, man, that y'all would leave to the people.
James.
Me again? Okay. When they tell you the sky's the limit, keep building your spaceship.
Okay. I like that.
Never quit. Like, you never know that one day where you just push harder than you had the day before, it could change your circumstances entirely. Never quit.
Definitely.
Just find your spark and do it without, you know, do it the way it was designed for you to give yourself up, and do it without expecting anything in return. And what returns is great substance.
Definitely.
And no, that's it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I heard you say that a couple times. Yeah.
Give him one, Tone. I know you got some heat.
I ain't got no, man.
Give him some advice, bro.
Same advice I've been saying past couple of weeks, man. Relationships are key, man. Relationships are key. Just leave that.
Fact.
What you got?
Stop trying to impress people that do the same thing you do.
Okay.
That's good.
Just came over.
Right.
I've been thinking about that. I was going to put on the internet the other day.
That's right.
Rappers always want to impress rappers.
Yeah.
DJs want to impress DJs.
Right.
If you got a clothing line, you just want the other clothing lines to say your shit is good.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck? Who gives a darn? I'm sorry. Stop trying to impress people that do. They're not the people that's going to buy your stuff. They're not your fans. They're not your supporters. They are your competition.
Okay.
Stop trying to impress.
Let me say this one thing. If the fee is $10 only to get your shit played and $20 to get your video paid, pay $50, pay $100. Like, support the people in your community, build the relationships, look out for each other. Don't just do the fucking bare minimum.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, go above and beyond.
I'll preach that for sure too. Got to go above and beyond, man. But being average ain't gonna cut it, man.
Right.
For sure.
Right.
For sure. Well,
with that being said, I got my boots on. You
it don't matter, man.
Come on. All right. So on the DOS, hey, I've been watching Steph Curry this year. Y'all watch basketball?
Yeah.
So Steph Curry been hoping, right? You know, but the season ain't going too well. I feel Clay's out. Draymond doing some
that's your
bullshit.
analogy?
You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm like Steph Curry when it comes to what I'm trying to discuss to y'all. I've been doing what I do, but season 3 hasn't been going well for me. You feel what I'm saying? And KTONE's like Kuzma, KCP. Play for the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? He might not have to work as hard, but they lit. #1 in the West. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I'm hoping I'm putting up big numbers, but I'm not winning.
That's how you put
You feel
me
what I'm
down.
saying? So
That's how you put me down.
at the end of each episode, we like to do this thing where we decide who wears the best shoes to the DOS. You feel what I'm saying? And season 1, 2, you know how I get down. Unanimous MVP, won everything.
What? Was it really?
But season 3 start off a little rough. You feel what I'm saying? And it's due to the weather. It's due to the fans of our show.
Oh my goodness.
My shoes are not being appreciated. FL, you know how I get down, FL.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not being appreciated by the followers of the DOS. You feel what I'm saying? So with all that being said, we try to see who wears the best shoes to the DOS. So with no further ado, I kind of gave up. But I got.
But as you see, I got my army
That
vibe
sounds
on,
like
so I got my army boots going on right
that
now.
whole speech was just
You know what I'm
like
saying?
a
Just to let y'all know that I still come
poor
with my
sports.
shit.
That's a
So I got my army boot. K-Tone got a Stacey Adams
no,
straight
no,
out
no,
of
Jimmy Choo.
Oh, Jimmy
Yeah,
Choo's.
them is Jimmy Choo's, man.
Ooh, them is nice.
Yeah, yeah.
What y'all got on?
It's Valentine's Day, man.
I don't know what the hell.
I got on some slick little Steve Madden joints.
Steve Madden, I heard them is comfortable.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
right.
Tux in the back be wearing. That's an old man shoe. I heard that. FL.
I got on some custom baked style Jordan
Oh, you got
ones.
the
I like
baked
them.
ones.
I like this.
See, you wouldn't win with them. They don't respect that type of shit on here.
Right, he could win tonight. The Jimmy
Mike, what
Choo's
you got
win.
on?
I just got some Timbs, man.
Some Timberlands, OG Timbs.
Yeah.
So if you're still watching, I would love for you to vote and decide who has
We
the best
know
shoes
these ain't
tonight.
gonna win tonight.
When you see how I put it together, though,
Nah.
you feel what I'm on right now? I'm on my Ken doll. I look like a Ken doll over here. You feel what I'm saying? So, James, without voting for yourself, who wore the best shoes tonight to the DOS?
It's hard to top the Jimmy Choo joints.
man.
You feel me?
You feel me?
FL, without voting for yourself, who wore the best shoes tonight to the DOS?
Jimmy Choo's is
Okay, I know how this is gonna go. All right, Mike Coates.
It's cold as hell outside, and I know his feet are freezing.
No, they're not.
And
They
I'm
ain't.
gonna give him the vote just
You feel
because
me?
I know he's freezing.
I would vote for FL. See what I'm talking about, FL? They don't respect.
But you don't.
They don't respect the art and
No,
the
you
fashion and the kicks. I know it's not me, but nobody's coming close to what FL has on tonight. And that just lets you further know.
What do you say about your
how
shoe every
season
time?
3 is
This shoe
going.
is this shoe was $600. You say that every time,
Bro.
You know how much these were?
How much were they? Where you
No,
get them
sir.
from? Harold Penners?
The disrespect. The disrespect. And on that note,
I'm joking. You
Get
got
up
it.
outta here,
K-Tone is what season? What's this? Episode 4? You 4 for 4, bro. I'm giving up. I'm wearing my boots
Take us out,
from
man.
now on. Shout out to everybody who tuned in, man. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate our guests, man. We thank y'all.
definitely.
Give y'all's flowers. Y'all niggas are legendary. Y'all continue to do great things for yourself as well as the city. I look up to y'all. Y'all inspire me. Keep going. Keep winning. Keep celebrating life and keep doing great things, bro. And any way we can support y'all, know we there for y'all. 100%. Shout out to the Go Boys. Shout out GBL headquarters. And shout out our network. This is DOS. I am SQUIZZY Taylor and this is K-Tone.
And don't forget, doing the essay challenge, man, for the kids. You got one more week to turn that in. We're giving out some money. Middle school, elementary, high school. The information is on my page on the website, officialdjktone.com. And DJKToneBirthdayBash.com. Check the site tomorrow. Info's going to be up.
You did. And like that, we gone. You feel me?